ಸರ್ ಇದು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಹೊತ್ತು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು.
ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ
ಹುಡುಗರೆಲ್ಲ ಲಾಗಿನ್
ಮೊದಲು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು.
ಓಕೆ
ಸರ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂಚೂರು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
It's going live now. Yeah.
So very good morning, sir. Pramod sir, very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Madam, good morning, madam. So I am here. I am Umesh, working in the Department of Information Science and Engineering as Associate Professor. I am very happy to introduce our speakers for today's session. So very good morning, students. So we have a motivational speaker, and they want to make it the session from 10 to 1:15. They both are. Society ranging from social students, from school students to college youth to lecturers. And we have one more speaker, Shri Pramod Nataraj. He is an engineer by qualification with a gold medal, who was working as a software engineer for Sony India Private Limited. In spite of getting few awards in the IT sector, because of his interest in spirituality and social service, he quit his lucrative job and dedicated his life for the cause of nation building since 2010. He was the moderator of a website, spiritualbangalore.com, through which spiritual newsletters were sent to over 3,000 recipients all over the globe. He was the full-time coordinator of a volunteering organization, Youth for Seva, which promotes volunteerism. He is a founder, coordinator of a social initiative called Viveka Vikasa, which focuses on providing value education to the high school students. He is an active volunteer with many social service organizations like Ramakrishna Math, Ramayana Prasarana Kendra, Bala Gokula, and many others. He has conducted courses on Vedanta and Indian scriptures. Currently, he is the coordinator for an organization called Disha, which creates value education to college students on the concept, know yourself, know your country, and know your culture. He is a co-editor of a compendium of a national conference on value initiatives. He is very actively involved in faculty development programs for school teachers, college lecturers, and rural place volunteers. He is a motivational speaker and a personality development trainer for many events, seminars, and he has conducted a lot of personality development workshops for children and youth. So it's my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Shri Jayachandra College of Engineering and JSS and Technology University, Mysore. So I am very happy to inviting you to take up this session, Madam and Sir. So thank you very much, Madam.
Yes, sir. So can we start the session? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, over to you, Madam.
Okay, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Wish you a great day ahead. It is always a privilege to come back to JSS Science and Technology College. We have been coming to this college from past few years, and students ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ interact ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, faculty members ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ coordinate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, that inspires us to come back to this college again and again. So thank you so much for introducing us in such a beautiful way, and thank you for giving this wonderful platform to interact with such wonderful students. Without much ado, let us start the first part of today's session. Today's session, of course, would be divided into two parts. And the first part, we would be knowing ourselves before knowing world. Right. Students generally ask me, ma'am, why should I know myself? ನನ್ನನ್ನು ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನೀವೇ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ದಿನ ನಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು, ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೋ ತರಕಾರಿ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಪೀಪ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಮಿರರ್. Why do you do that? Don't you know how you look? Aren't you aware of how you are perceived? ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಕನ್ನಡಿನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. Why is it? Is because we want to recheck how are we presentable, how people look at us ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ, ನಮಗ್ ನಾವು ಸರಿ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಗಂಟೆಗಟ್ಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಾನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನನ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಾಣಿಸೋದ್ ಮಾತ್ರನ ಅಥವಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು ಕೂಡನ? ಕನ್ನಡಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಗಡೆ when we look at the mirror, we get to know how we are seen, how we are perceived. But do we really look into ourselves and know how we actually are? So this session is more about knowing ourselves. Before getting right into the crux of the session, let me share one of the incidents, probably a true incident that has happened. It is about an engineering graduate from a very prestigious college named Shankar. Let us say he is from JSS college itself, right? So he is from a prestigious college. He had cleared his engineering with wonderful grades. And not just that, he was a president of his students' union. He was a leader of many clubs. He was a captain of the sports team as well. All his teachers were extremely proud of him. His parents were extremely happy about that boy. He had also got a wonderful job. He had got placed in his campus interview as well. Everything looked absolutely perfect from our perspective. But Shankar, he wasn't happy. He was very distressed. He felt very anxious, and he didn't know why. When he listed down his performances, when he listed down his achievements, he always felt he was up to the mark. But why is he not happy? What is it that is disturbing him? When he thought about it, he didn't get the answer. And to seek answers, he went to different people. He went to temple, he used to go to park and sit and relax. Wherever he went, somehow he didn't get the answer. And that's when, one day, distressed and disappointed, he wanted to go and relax in a park. When he went and sat in the park, that's when he saw there was one Guruji sitting, clad in the saffron cloth, and he looked very peaceful. He looked very charming. He had an extremely smiling and divine face. He thought, a person without anything is looking so charming. He has all answers for my problems. Let me go and ask that person. Shankar went to Guruji and started shooting his questions. He said, Guruji, please help me. I am with lot of stress. I'm with lot of pain. I'm unhappy. Though I have lots of achievements in my life, but still I don't know why I'm not getting what I actually want in life. I don't know what to do. I'm really confused. I'm tired of running about in this confusion. After listening to all these questions, Guruji smiled at Shankar and said, "My dear boy, can you tell me who you are?" Guruji then realized, "Oh, I haven't even introduced myself." He said, "Guruji, I'm Shankar." Guruji said, "That is your name. Who are you?" The boy said, "I am from JSS Science and Engineering College." He said, "That's your educational background. Who are you?" He said, "I am the son of such and such very well equipped, very proud parents." He said, "That's your family background. Who are you?" Shankar went on to say that I had been a sports captain, I have been that, I have been this, all that. He said, "That is your activity. Who are you?" Shankar got a bit irked. He said, "I am a proud Kannadiga." Probably he thought Guruji expected that. Guruji again said, "That is your regional identity, my boy. Who are you?" That's when Shankar said, "I am a proud Indian." Guruji said, "Wonderful. I'm very happy that you're a proud Indian. But that is your national identity. Who are you?" Shankar got very irritated. But because he was a humble boy, he was a nice boy, he said, "Guruji, Guruji, what do you want? I've been answering and you say this is not who am I. Can you tell me who am I?" That is when Guruji said, "All these are your external personality, but what you are is not all this. What you are is your strength, is your weakness, is your inner power." That is when Shankar thought, absolutely right. What Guruji said is right. Then he asked Guruji, "How can I know myself then? Is there some tool? Is there some person who can tell me about it?" Guruji said, "Of course. That is where you have caught the right chord. There is a person, there is a wonderful person, a very, very charming person who can tell who you are." Shankar got very excited. He thought there would be one wonderful celebrity who would come, he would speak to Shankar and say who he is, or an astrologer would come with a crystal ball and say abracadabra and come back with an answer what he wanted. He waited, and that's when Guruji picked up a mirror which was lying in front next to him and showed it to Shankar. Shankar got frustrated. He said, "Are, Guruji, I thought you would tell me some answer, but you're joking. You're kidding me. What is all this? This is not what I expected. You have really disappointed me." And he started to move away from Guruji. That's when Guruji called, "Shankar, my boy, come here. Come here. Tell me, except you, who else can know you? All that you said about your educational qualification, all that is what is your external personality. But what you are is what you are from within. Your core values, your strengths, your beliefs, your weaknesses, your positivity, all this, isn't that making you? Isn't that what you should know?" That's when Shankar said, "Absolutely right. This is what I am." "Then is there a way to know all this?" Guruji said, "Of course, you're a boy of new generation as we all are." So he said, "I will not give you privachan, but I'll ask you to play a game. Are you ready?" And that's when Shankar got very excited. And he said, "Yes, of course, I want to play a game." "What game is that?" "It's simple. Just a 12 question game. And if you answer, you would crack this. A person who has cracked such tough competitive exams, this is going to be very simple for you." Shankar was very happy, but he still felt, should I play the game all alone? Is there somebody else who can join me? And that's when Guruji said, there are a lot of entrepreneurs, lot of engineers, lot of people who are really ready to make India again. Such great people are sitting in front of me, though right now virtually. So can we, or they all will join in playing this game. My dear friends, Guruji is still waiting. Are you all ready to play this game? If you say yes, quickly chat yes in your YouTube channel. I'm waiting for you all to start this game. Of me, though right now virtually.
Request some technical team to allow the comment section in YouTube.
My dear friends. Dear lecturers, Can you please allow students to chat over YouTube?
Madam, 1 second. We are allowing.
Sir?
We are allowing. Just wait a minute.
Sir? Can the comments be open for students, please?
Madam, we are allowing. Just continue. We will.
Okay. So, dear friends, I would request you to please keep your pen and paper ready
Okay, madam.
so that we can ask you simple 12 questions. And this questions is not for us.
Okay, madam.
It is only for you. There is nobody to see what you have written. So, one humble request is please answer honestly. And
Okay.
I'm sure
Okay, madam.
if you give your heart and mind in these sessions, you can surely be a changed person. You will surely know what you are in the true sense. So, are we all ready? Yes. I request students to please keep your pen and paper ready. I would give you 10 seconds time so that we can start off. What to do? One second. Okay. Can you see the slide now? Yes. So as I said just now, this is the mirror, my dear friends. This is the mirror that you have to look into yourself and know how you look from within as well. So we'll quickly move on to the questions, a very simple questions, of course. So request you to write down answer for every question, not in big sentences, but a simple small phrases, a phrases of a word or two, right? So are we ready? Yes. So let's move on to the first question. Name one quality that makes you unique. Name one quality that makes you unique. My dear friends, we are filled with so many wonderful positive qualities, right? So, and we feel very proud about possessing such wonderful qualities. So, can you name one quality that makes you unique? When I say quality, my dear friends, it is not the skill. It is a part of your character. So, what is that? I hope you answered. Let's move on to the next question. If you wish to bring about a change in yourself, what would it be? If you feel that there is one thing that you have to change about yourself, a very simple thing, what would it be? You feel that, okay, if this changes in me, I would have been a better person. I would have achieved more. I would have liked myself more. Whatever it is, what is that one thing that you want to change in yourself? Mhm. I'm sure you are ready with the answer. Okay. So can I move on to the third one? Are you all ready for the third one? Yes. Third one. If you could learn any skill, what would it be? And when I say skill, it can be your academic skill, it can be a skill related to your passion or your desire to be something. Anything, language skill, technical skill, non-technical skill, art, craft, cooking, anything, my dear friends. What is that one skill that you want to learn? Some students say, I want to learn public speaking. Some students say, I want to learn more technical aspects or tally or something like that. What is that you want to learn? Some people say that I want to learn French, German, anything that you feel. Indeed, this was a simple question, I believe. Can we move on to the next one? Are we all ready? Yes. The fourth question. Name any one major distraction you're facing. Any one major distraction. You might be telling me, ma'am, there are multiple distractions. Prioritize one. What is that one major distraction that you're facing? And my dear friends, distraction can be mental, physical, emotional, anything. What is that one major distraction? You want to do something and something is just holding back you from doing it. Something is defocusing you from doing something. What is that? Think deeper. All right. Hmm? Okay, one second. Okay, so that was the fourth question for you. Let us move on to the fifth one. If you're allowed to share your deepest feelings with one person, who would it be? Who is the person that you trust the most that you can share your deepest feeling? And my dear friends, I request you to not write your answers on YouTube. Write it on a piece of paper or on your phone. Yeah? Deepest feeling, positive, negative, without that thought. What is the deepest? Whom do you share your deepest feelings with? Done? Okay, right. So let's move on to the next one. The sixth question. Which is the most difficult situation or biggest challenge you've faced in your life? The situation that would have shaken you emotionally, shaken you mentally. You would have felt that it is not possible for me to come out of this. Which is that most difficult situation that you have faced? I'm sure you would have multiple in past few years. But can you please point down one most important one of your life? Think deeper, my dear friends. All right. Can we move on to the next one? Okay. Now, this question goes much more deeper and favorite of many students. If you are given a chance to become someone else, who would it be? Whom do you want to be like? Who inspires you to be like them? Who is that special person in your life you look upon to? My dear friends, that person can be living, that person can be demised, anybody for that matter. Who is that you want to be like? Close to heart, right? Yes. The 8th question. If you could ask sorry to one person, whom would you ask? My dear friends, we all make mistakes. And it is okay to make mistakes. Mistakes do happen. But is there a guilt in your heart? Is there something that you want to say sorry to? Some person that you have really hurt and you feel sorry about? Who is that person? My dear friends, when you write this answer, I request you to say sorry to that person once from your heart. There are many situations that would have hurt people. Family, friends, outsiders, unknown. Who's that person you want to say sorry to? Okay. I felt you would have answered this question. Let's move on to the next one. 9th question. This is student's favorite. If you could win a prize of 1 lakh rupees, how would you spend? 1 lakh rupees, my dear friends, not a small amount, of course. How would you spend this 1 lakh rupees? Imagine we are giving you a lottery. You have won this lottery today. How do you want to spend that? Think deeper. Be very specific. Just don't say something of the whole 1 lakh. You can budget it. You can say 10,000 for something, 25,000 for something else, 50,000 for something else. It's okay. Don't invest, my dear friends. You have to spend it off. You can't keep any money. You can't say, I'll buy gold, I'll invest in bitcoins, no flats, nothing. You have to spend it. What do you do? All right. Are you ready? Done with spending 1 lakh? You would say, ma'am, just 1 lakh? This time it's the simple budget. Probably next time we will raise the budget from our end. All right. So can we move on to the next one? Okay. The 10th question. If you could do your dream job 10 years from now, what would it be? My dear friends, dream job. After 10 years, where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? What would be your achievement? That is what I mean when I say dream job. And trust me, I'm not asking in your field of study itself. You guys are extremely creative. You can be in any job that you want to be in. So what is that dream job that you want to do 10 years from now? Risha, answer? Be very specific. Don't say MNC. Any MNC. Be very specific as to which dream job you want to be. If in MNC you would say that I would be a vice chancellor of such and such a company, vice president of such and such a company. If you want to be in education field, you would say that I would be a chancellor, I would be a vice chancellor, I would be a president, I would be a principal, I would be a prime minister. Whatever is your dream job, my dear friends. What is your dream job? You want to be a mayor? You're most welcome. What is it? Done? Let's move on to the last 2 questions. Okay. This is a very fantasy question, but very close to heart. If God comes in front of you, what is that one thing you would ask for? If God comes in front of you, what is the one thing that you would ask for? One desire that you have, that you want that to get fulfilled immediately. Think deeper, my dear friends. What is your deepest desire? What is that wish that you want to get fulfilled? And one thing, I know you're very smart, don't have a list. God is busy. If God comes in front of you, what is that one thing you would ask for? Done? Okay. Now the last question of this series. The previous question was very specific to you, okay, your personal desire. The next question here is, if God comes in front of you, again, second chance, what is the one problem of India that you want to solve? One problem of India that really bothers you. Everybody doesn't get a second chance. You have got it. So what is that you want to ask God for about India, to solve one problem in India that is too close to your heart? Done? Are we done? Okay. So let us quickly have a recap of the 12 questions that we had. And in this series, I would request you to share your answers on YouTube. Okay? I request you to please share your answers on YouTube as to what does your answer, I request at least a few of you, please come forward and share your answer. For the first one, name any one quality that makes you unique. What is that quality that's making you unique? What is that one quality that is making you unique? Think. I'm sure. I'm waiting for the answers, my dear friends. I'm sure every one of you are extremely special. You're real diamonds. But what is that is making you unique? You feel proud about yourself. Honesty, all right, wonderful. Humble and joyful, caring nature. Okay. Abhilash says none. Dig deeper, my dear friend. You have hundreds, I'm very sure. Getting close to all, open-minded, wonderful, friendly, fantastic. What else? I believe in myself. Yes, that's a unique quality, undoubtedly. Honesty, loyalty, don't care for everything in life, very important. You will easily interact with others is what Benzi says. Unity is what Sulochana says. Creative is what Sinchana says. Caring, Impana says. Helpful nature. Overthinking, okay. Being me, wonderful. Acceptance, fantastic, my dear friends. You have tons of qualities, I'm very sure. Okay. So with this overwhelming answer, let's move on to the next one. My dear friends, why did we ask this question is because we always think about we have a lot of things negative in us. But I'm very sure we all are made unique. We have hundreds of positive qualities, and these are the strengths that is making us achieve something. Please let us focus on these positive qualities. Please let us focus on these unique qualities, which is really chiseling us to be real diamonds in our life, right? So let's move on to the next question. If you wish to bring about a change in yourself, what would it be? What is that we want to change, we want to correct? And my dear friend, why did we ask this question here is because, yes, we are very, very precious people. But to be this, there are a few hindrances also that we have faced. We want to achieve a lot of things, but there are a few things that is pulling us back. We are too strong, but we have tendencies of weaknesses as well. So what is that one change that you want to bring in yourself to make yourself a better person? What is that? Oversleeping, sleeping less, okay? Being very hesitant and shy, true. Can't work hard to control my anger. Wonderful. Overreactive sometimes. Yes. Laziness, procrastination. Nothing. You love yourself. Fantastic. To control my anger. Yes. Discipline that we lack. Absolutely. To reduce anger. To regret about the past. Absolutely. We want to bring about that change. To express myself. Very important. You don't mind about others' feelings. True at times. Not to be introvert. Overthinking. Positive approach is what we lack. Open up with people very easily and trust people easily. True. All right. So, my dear friends, now that we have understood the positive qualities and the things that we have to change, we are a step ahead in becoming a better person. So, what is the third thing? Yeah. My dear friends, we said this is because, yes, in a personality, we have a positive character, but we are surrounded by the negative or our weaknesses as well. Once we chisel out or we remove these weaknesses, we have a very, very positive character. And that's what we expect ourselves to be. Am I not right? Yes. So the third question was, if you could learn any skill, what would it be? As I told you, the skill can be technical, non-technical, passion, professional oriented, anything. What is that one skill that you want to learn? My dear friends, why did we ask this question is because we are so much bound by the regular activities that we really forget that what is that skill that we want to enhance ourselves with. And we are moving towards a stronger skilled India. You all know that skill is too important. So identify that skill that you want to pursue. Yes. So somebody says cooking skill, communication, leadership, keep calm, learn guitar, play when alone, okay? Wonderful. Singing, skill in sports, absolutely. Speaking ability, wonderful. Horse riding, charming. Wildlife photography, fantastic, interesting. To understand people who may not be neurologically well. Oh, that's a strong thing. Ignoring, okay, skills to ignore something which you don't want. Yes. Dance, communication skill, skateboard, horse riding, singing, guitar, loads and loads of just ethical hackers. Yes. Singing, learn piano, lot of things, my dear friends. Absolutely. Tons of skills are waiting for you so that you can dress up yourself with that skill. You can be much more skilled person. You can be much more wanted. You can express yourself in a better way. And for that, yes, we need these skills to enhance ourselves. That was one more part of our character. Let's move on to the next one, the fourth one. Yes, my dear friends, the question goes deeper. Name any one major distraction that you're facing. Today, we have tons, we have hundreds. We have fought of you, we are fighting of you. So, what is that major distraction that you have? It might be emotional, it might be mental, it might be physical. What is that? My dear friends, when I ask a few students about this in live sessions as well, offline as well, students tell us, ma'am, my overthinking is my major distraction. The criticism that I get from people is my major distraction. What is that for you? Smartphone, social media, phone. Oh God, so many people saying mobile phone and social media. That has become undoubtedly a major distraction today. Because many a times we want to do something, but a one buzz, one notification, one cling, and the mind gets diverted. Yes, Corona has been a major distraction. Overthinking, my friend says. So, yes, some says the opposite gender. The girls are the major distraction. Yes, this is an age and stage when we get distracted, when we get attracted towards the opposite gender. Undoubtedly, that is a major distraction for a few. Laziness, emotional disturbances, family disturbances, mobile phones, yep, Mobile phones, of course. And lot of challenges in life is a major distraction, my dear friends, undoubtedly. Now that we have understood lot of distractions in front of you, now that you have understood that these are the things that really curbing your success, can you think of ways of overcoming these distractions? Can you keep a step ahead? Because many a times we know that we have not been able to achieve, but now you know the reason why you are not able to achieve. Can you put a step towards that and try curbing those distractions from your life? And I'm sure once you do it, there is nothing can stop you from being successful. All right. So that was it. So now let's move on to the fifth question. If you're allowed to share your deepest feelings with one person in your life, who would it be? Whom do you trust the most in your life? That you can share your positive, your negative, your pain things, your happy moments, anything in your life. Whom do you share with? Who is that partner in secret with you in your life? My dear friends, many a times, friends like you share with us saying that we have lot of friends on Insta, Clubhouse, Facebook, WhatsApp, and others. But to share the deepest feeling, we don't have one person. Who is that person whom you can share your deepest feelings with? Your sister, your friend, your mother? No one? Do you share it with yourself, Khushi? I would still be happy, but please do share. See, there are people who say, I don't believe in anyone. There are people who say, you want to share it with yourself, your mom, your best friend, your dad, your parents, your amma. You want to share it with the God. Many of you are saying, there is no one you want to share your feelings with. My dear friends, if you are not able to share your feelings with somebody, are you becoming that person who can be approached by somebody to share their feelings? Please think. Everybody needs one arm, one shoulder to lie on. Are you being that person? Depends on the situation, absolutely. We can't keep everybody in confidence for every situation. But are there people for you? That is the important thing. There's people saying a person would be ready to hear me at that moment, you would share it. Wonderful. May you have lot of such people who are ready to share your feelings with. Your friends, your bestie, sharing feelings will make them feel that you're weak. My dear friends, keep them as your confidants. Keep them as your powerhouses. When you can share your happy moments, your weaknesses, when shared, will relieve you, will make you feel lighter. Please have at least one person in your life that you can share with. Yes? Yes. Now that we have gone through this one, and of course, when you share, you will become more stronger, my dear friends. That is for sure. Let's move to the sixth question. An interesting one, of course. Which is the most difficult situation, the biggest challenge that you have faced in your life? The past 2-3 years have been extremely challenging in our lives. We have seen lots of ups and downs. We have lost a lot of people in our lives. In these many years, at least, in 18 years, and so. What is that major challenge that you have faced and you have come out of it? My dear friends, everybody has challenges in life. Everybody faces. May it be a normal person to Narendra Modi, to Abdul Kalam, to a greatest person, to Vivekananda. Everybody in this world has challenges. They might have faced the biggest challenge that we would have ever imagined. But the more the challenges they have faced, the more they have come out, they have bloomed much better. So what is that? Depression, COVID, okay. Learning Samskrita has been a biggest challenge, undoubtedly for some people, but that's the beautiful language. The more you go deeper, the more you would explore yourself through that language. Online classes being a difficult challenge, yes. We didn't get that connect at all. We couldn't feel each other face to face. Yes, I hope this would go back to the normal position and we could meet offline. Even now, I'm so excited. I want to meet you all But unfortunately, this has been a challenge. Online classes, moving from my dreams, okay, exams being the biggest challenge, next exam, okay, 2020 and 2021, both years being the biggest challenges, yes, of course. To come out of the comfort zone and try something new has been a biggest challenge. Absolutely, my dear friend Bhavani. Yes, once you come out of your comfort zone, yes, that was a challenge, that was a pain point, but you would have explored yourself much more. To select a course for my 12th, yes, absolutely. After 12th, there would be a lot of options thrown in front of you. A world has been much more explorative, and you had to change, you have to challenge yourself to choose a better one. Absolutely. Failing in JEE, you would have felt so depressed. You wanted to crack that, you wanted to get to that point. Yes, that has been a major challenge. Absolutely right. Sorry? Yeah. Leaving your parents and moving to hostel is one of my friend who has been sharing that. Absolutely, my dear friends. Our parents had been a support system, a shield for us, and we had to move away from them. That would have really pricked us. That would have made us feel that how dependent we are and how much we need them in our life. And somebody says, loss of actor Puneet Rajkumar, and role model that we see in front of us, a person who we have lost in our lives, and coming out of that point would be a challenge. My dear friends, they're always with us, in front of us, or as in our thoughts, in our motivation. With that, let's move on to the next question. Seventh one. If you're given a chance to become someone else, who would it be? ಯಾರ್ ಥರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಕಿಸ್ಕೆ ಜೈಸೆ बनना चाहते हो आप? If you are given a chance to become someone else, who would it be? My dear friends, we come across tons of people in life, millions and billions of people in our life, but only a few touch us, touch our hearts. We feel they are something special. We feel that we reflect as they are. We feel that they are the ones who can be role modeled. Who is that person in your life whom you want to be like? Yes, my dear friends, please dig deeper. Who is that person? President of India? Absolutely. You want to be like my dad, is what Sumit says. You want to be like Impana says, like Puneet Rajkumar? Absolutely. Abdul Kalam, Shah Rukh Khan? Wonderful. There is one person who says a senior of mine called Raina. Absolutely, a wonderful person the person would have been to create that impression. B.R. Ambedkar, Bhumi Devi, like the mother, goddess. Absolutely, Mother Earth. You would want to be a better person, the better version of me, is what Jagdish says. Somebody says like you want to be like my brother. Mohit says like Elon Musk. Avinash says APJ Abdul Kalam. Somebody says like nobody. Shreyas says like Virat Kohli, Jordan, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Elon Musk. You want to be a upgraded version of myself, Puneet Rajkumar, Stephen Hawkins, Brian Adams. My dear friends, the number is overflowing. Yes, all these people have created an impact in us. Their quality, their value systems, their morals, the way they behave with others, all that would have made us emulate them. My dear friends, if these are the people who have really inspired you, have you really thought about making a step to be like them in your life? Have you really imbibed those qualities that you feel were special in them? And that is what makes us to be a special person ourselves, so that we ourselves can be a role model to others. When I ask this question after a few more days or few more years to students, they would be able to tell your names. Are you moving in that direction? Is what we intended in this question. Moving on to the next one. My dear friends, if you could ask sorry to one person in your life, who would it be? Everybody makes mistakes. I sitting here, you sitting on the virtual platform, anybody in this world, nobody is mistake free. But are we sorry for our mistake? Do we regret our mistake? Do we feel guilty for being that at that point of time? If you really are, in your heart, say sorry to that person. If you get a chance, go back and hug that person and say, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. It will make your life much better. Who is that person? To your mom, to parents, to my best friend, Mother Earth that we are exploiting, mother, dad, teachers. Yes, I've hurt many in my life. Parents, mosquito that I killed today. I really adore that feeling. Nobody, parents, yes, your grandma, my dear friends, people who come in my life, we take them for granted. We say it is okay. They are there for us and they will be there for us. It is okay to hurt, my dear friends. But then we regret saying that I shouldn't have been that, what I was at that moment. Who is that person? My mother, your granny, because you spoke rudely. Somebody says, no one. If you are guilt free, that's the best feeling ever. To my parents, to my chemistry teacher, our school teachers, you want to say sorry to yourself. Absolutely. Sometimes we take ourselves for granted. We give ourselves to somebody's hand, we say that it's okay, and we regret our decisions. And it is right thing to say sorry to ourselves as well. Your mother, you, myself, a lot of people, to all my relations, to my parents, to my friends, my dear friends, this question was asked so that there are a lot of incidents in our life that we would have hurt somebody. Say sorry, be lighter, be guilt free, be more merrier, and be the better person that you want to see yourself to be. So, with that question, let's move on to the next one. The question's going much deeper. If you win a prize of 1 lakh rupees, how would you spend? 1 lakh rupees is not a small amount. How would you want to spend? My dear friends, when we ask this question, students come out with very, very wonderful answers. This question is one student, she said, ma'am, I have lot of dreams in my life, but for me, the priority is helping my parents. We are going through a tough time, and I would give the whole amount to my parents. A few students have said that, ma'am, I've seen small children struggling for their education and food and basic necessities. I want to give a portion of that. And they would have specified the amount as well. They would say, I would put this amount for my education. What is that priority in your life? How do you want to spend? Some people say, I want to buy a branded Apple phone. I want to buy a bike. What is that you want to do? Yes. People say donate everything to poor. I would go to BTS concert, absolutely. For my UPSC, somebody wants to put it. A gift to your mom. You want to give it to old friend. Shopping, eating, touring with parents. Some say that you want to give it to your mom. Donate it to the poor. Take a better laptop. Yes, undoubtedly, my friends. Investing or putting it on for our education, our Mary is absolutely wonderful. Giving it to charity. 50 of my family people, I'll help the poor kids. Projects, go on a trip, charity, school fees, college fees. I would like to travel. There are a lot of things that you want to do. Take a better laptop. I will give all amount to parents. Buy shares. My dear friends, Darshan, you can't buy shares because it's an investment. We requested you to spend it off. Finish it off. Yes. Pay the college fees, life insurance. Again, life insurance is a investment. Think how you can spend it. Hmm? Yeah. So, why did we ask this question is, my dear friends, we have lot of priorities in our life. We have lot of things, lot of desires where we want to spend our money with. There are needs, there are wants, there are desires, there are luxuries. And we can compartmentalize what is it for us. What is the most urgent thing that we want to spend our money with? What is the desire that we want to fulfill immediately? What is that we want to get it? So, this was the question that intended to focus on that part of our life. With that wonderful question, let's move on to the 10th question. An interesting one. If you could do your dream job 10 years from now, what would it be? My dear friends, You might be working in your field, you might be working in a different field. It's all left to you. What is that dream job that you want to do? When we interact with students, they say, ma'am, I want to be an agriculturist. I want to do something which help the farmers. I want to build an app which can bring the poor people together, to NGOs together, to bring the small children together, to educate people, whatever it is, to curb the corona, whatever it is, my dear friends. What is that you want to be? Some say that you want to be an IAS officer. Yes, I can see a lot of people who say, I want to be an IAS officer, network engineer, CEOs of a company, bankers. Yes, KS officer. You want to be an ISRO research scientist. Absolutely wonderful thing. Ethical hacker, be a part of Marvel Studios. Fantastic. That's an interesting job, of course. A film director, job in DRDO, absolutely. My dear friends, this is the need of the hour. And you are the people who can really make the difference in science, engineering, medical, whatever field that you choose, you can make that difference. So where do you see yourself? Entrepreneur, nuclear engineering, successful businessman, proud officer, scientist as ISRO, psychiatrist, the lot of answers that I'm getting. Ethical hacking, absolutely, the need of the hour. Interior designer, you're looking at how you're making our house look much more beautiful. Yes, district commissioners, guys like you are required to make this India stronger. Yes, working on a recombinant DNA, diplomat, part-time in DFRL, absolutely. My dear friends, I'm really overwhelmed to see so many responses. Why did I bring this point in front of you is, there are some desires that we want to fulfill. After 10 years, we have dreams for ourselves, we have goals for ourselves to achieve. We have a roadmap to go, we have a roadmap to thread. Are we moving in that direction? Do we have milestones to achieve? Do we have small term, medium term, and long term goal that we have put in ourselves so that all these dreams that we want to achieve after 10 years is a reality? If not, it's time that we do it. This question was to explore our strength, our liking, our inclination towards the job that we want to do for this country, for ourselves, and for our family. This is the time that we can put a roadmap, a plan, and dedicate our days, our planning, our thoughts towards achieving that dream that we have. So, with that, let's move on to the 11th question. Interesting one. If God comes in front of you, what is the one thing that you would ask for? When I say God, it's a superpower if you believe in, if it's a person that you believe in, if that's a magic that you believe in. What it happens in your life, and what is that one thing you would ask for yourself? My dear friends, we have the days and years together we have spent thinking about others. Do you spend at least one day, one moment of your life, 1 minute of your day, a few minutes of your day thinking about yourself? Do you really think about what you want in your life? What you want to be in your life? What is that thing that you want to get blessed with? Please answer on that line. Yes. Somebody says you want a job and make my parents happy is what Anukiran says. Yes. Said says that asking for another 100 boons. My dear friend, I said only two. You had got one, you got one more extra, only two. Think of that. And smart answer, of course. Make me and my parents happy. Wonderful. You want, Bhumika says she wants her childhood days back. Absolutely. Golden period of anybody's life. Lot of musical knowledge. Wonderful, Pushpa. You want an interview. Okay. No neuro diseases in the world. Something that really pains. But what is it that you want for yourself, my dear friend, Amrita? Well-being and happiness for your family. Okay. To bring back the dead one. We really miss them, right? And how we wish we can get them back. Give me a bit of wisdom. My dear Sumit, you have lot. It is just the matter of fact that how you use it. Unlimited wishes. Okay. Never get old. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Old and being young is just the number, my dear friend. At heart, be young. That is there in your hand. Ask him to give me another 100 boons, okay? Living longer, bless me to help poor. That is your mindset. Wonderful. May God bless you with that. Good health, solve problems of certain somebody, okay? Zero pollution, that is for society, but what is it for you? Or you would be the reason for zero pollution. That's wonderful. Everyone should be happy. What is it for you again? My dear friends, when I see that, I get overwhelmed to see that you think so much about others. Spend time to explore the special person that you are. Ask some boon for yourself. There is God ready to fulfill your desires and your boons. Just a step ahead, just a step away, just a prayer away. Please believe, and your belief can come true. With that question, let's move on to the last question of today's. Of course, I'm getting a lot of answers from you saying that sense of humor, power of reading others' mind. Oh my God, I have to be careful. You want to know where does the God live? Okay. Engineering first semester, question, paper and answer. You want both? Okay. All right. Let's see what all God can give you for. The next one. If God comes in front of you, what is the one problem in India that you want to solve? We are at the verge of lot of problems, my dear friends. The past 2 years, the past many years, we have faced the problems. We have come out strong because of our unity, our dedication to our motherland, our love, our pride for our motherland. But still, any country is not perfect. It is the people who can make it perfect. So, what is that one thing that you want to ask God for the country, for the well being of your India, for our India? You want to curb poverty, you want to curb corruption, stop corruption, okay? Pandemic situation to be cleared, poverty, harassment against women and children, absolutely. A burning problem in our country. Indian education system, absolutely need of the hour, and it is being in place. We all are working towards it, and I hope it becomes a foolproof so that the next generation would be happy about the education system that we have. God, please make 1 rupee equals $100. Absolutely. How I wish. Even I would desire that. Caste reservation to be avoided. Lack of poverty should be removed. Pollution free India. Ramarajya is somebody saying. Caste reservation should be removed. Border dispute within and outside has to be removed. Of course. That is really creating a problem. Terrorism, okay, then environmental cleanliness, lack of empathy in people, humanity in officers and ministers. That really pains us, doesn't it? Understanding each other well, which is the need, of course. Abolish caste reservation, cleanliness to be everywhere, illiteracy to be removed, and understanding each other wonderfully. There are lots and lots of answers that I'm getting. Harassment against women and children and anybody, deprived class, old age. There are a lot of problems that we are facing. COVID has to be removed. My dear friends, we ask these problems or we asked you this question is because you all love our country undoubtedly. But there are some problems that really pinch you. You feel that my country would have been a real heaven if this problem would have got curbed. And all this is in our hand. When we say corruption free India, please check, are you corruption free? When you say clean India, please check, are you contributing towards a cleaner, better, poverty free India? When you say education system, are you contributing towards educating someone? Making this country and breaking this country is in our hands, my dear friends. So let us really think what we can do for this country. And when we think about doing something for this country, there is no power in this world which can stop our country to be a superpower. My dear friends, can I, after all going through all these 12 questions, may I ask you, how was your journey through these 12 questions? Can you please share your feelings, your experiences as to how did you feel about answering these 12 questions? I'm very excited to know. Can you feel? Can you please tell it? Because as in the story I told you, this is also mirror to check yourself. The mirror in our house would tell you how you look, how you are dressed, how the other person perceives you. But this is the mirror which can tell you how you actually are, how people feel about you, how you feel about yourself. So, yeah, what is that feeling that you have after answering these 12 questions? And my dear friends, please keep these 12 questions handy, because this question will again and again show a mirror about your feelings, your emotions. Let us go through these questions, Navinda. My dear friends, lot of you are saying wonderful, entertaining, feels good, fantastic, very good. Let us move beyond adjectives. These all are adjectives: fantastic, wow, fab, and all that. These are adjectives. Please share your feelings. What did you actually feel? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Did you go through something? Did you get a flashback of your life? What is it that you felt when answering these questions? Yeah. The Shri says she felt enlightened about herself. Sai Pradnya says good and interesting. Sabha says nice. For all questions, I didn't get an honest answer. My dear friends, many a times we say that give me a JEE question paper I can answer, give me some other question paper I can answer. But the answer of these 12 questions lies only in you. Please explore yourself to answer these questions much more deeper. Yes. Yeah, never thought of myself so much as I did today. Wonderful. Self exploration made us explore more about our thinkings and mindsets. Saw session for the first time. Okay, thank you so much. You're feeling better now, is what Sumit says. Hansuk says that you're feeling confident, got to know changes of my life. Self exploration is what Naina says. Wonderful, and also thinking about myself deeply today. I hope you would do that every day from now on. Felt like went back and came through these questions. Hmm? Yeah. So, my dear friends, somebody got confused, somebody wanted to remember more about their life. My dear friends, all these questions are the mirror of your own self. Why did we ask these questions? Is because to know yourself is important, because you have to grow yourself. To grow yourself, you must to know yourself. And if you have an objective to growing bigger and bigger in your life, the most important thing that you have to do is to know yourself deeper and deeper. When I say that, I remember an incident, or rather a life story of a great person, a lady who is an inspiration to hundreds of people today. Before revealing her name, I would tell about the incident that has really changed her life, and that has the incident that has changed the lives of many people in this country when we go through her biography. Who is that person? She was a national level champion in her young days, and she was a national level football champion. She was a volleyball champion, and she had won many awards and rewards. With that achievement of hers, she had got a job in Indian Railways. To get that, crack that interview, she was traveling from her hometown to the interview place. And that's when she found that the train in which she was traveling was being robbed. There were a few gundas who were snatching money and other things from people, and she was also scared. When the gundas came to her, she was wearing a chain and they wanted to snatch the chain from her. She resisted. She, being an athlete, she being a sports person, she had the power, she resisted. But there were many gundas there. They literally threw her out from the running train, my dear friends. And the because of that incident, her leg got cut because the train ran through her leg. She was shouting on the railway platform, "Bachao, bachao, koi to bachao, koi to madad karo." There were 46 trains that passed on in that railway station, but nobody came to help her. She was breathing her last breaths. She was not able to cope up. She was almost on the verge of death. That's when the villagers saw somebody really crying deeply, and then they came and found that this girl was terribly hurt, terribly wounded. They took her to the nearby hospital, and that's when the doctor there, they said, because it was a very small village hospital, they said that immediately I have to cut your leg, and that too without anesthesia, because we don't have an anesthesia. If we don't cut your leg, your whole body would get wasted. And she said, it is okay. It is okay to cut my leg, because if I'm alive today, it is probably because I have to do a lot of things in my life. It is okay if you cut my leg as well. So, with that, she said, she gave the permission to cut the leg. And after that, she went on to take that pain of without anesthesia. And the next day, she was shifted to the city hospital. When she was shifted to the city hospital, my dear friends, that's when she was again wounded. She was again wrapped. She was given the required medical treatment, and the whole family came to her. They said, "My dear, you were a volleyball champion. You were an athlete, and without your leg, what would you do? You would be a burden to your family. Who would marry you? Your life is going to be a waste. You would not be fit for anything in your life. You would be dependent. You would be a burden." That girl felt, one leg cannot determine my life. I can do much better. I can be a much stronger person. With that determination in her mind, she contacted Bachendri Pal when she was in hospital still. You know who is Bachendri Pal? She was the first woman to climb Mount Everest. And this lady, without a leg, she contacted Bachendri Pal and said, I also want to be a mountaineer like you. Bachendri Pal felt it is not possible at all. But this girl was very adamant. She wanted to achieve that in her life. And after a lot of training with an amputated leg, she started getting the training of mountaineering. And my dear friends, she became the first woman amputee from India and the whole world to climb Mount Everest. Without the leg, without one leg, with an amputated leg, she climbed Mount Everest. And when you have to go and search about that lady, she is none other than Arunima Sinha. Arunima Sinha, a simple girl who lost her leg. If she can climb Mount Everest, my dear friends, in her interview, she says, you have to really go and watch her interview, my dear friends. She says that my leg was being stained, my leg was being wounded. When I had to climb the Mount Everest, my leg was oozing blood, but I didn't give up because I was strong. I wanted to achieve this, and my inspiration in this journey was Swami Vivekananda. I saw his photograph and I felt that the man with such a young age, when he can rule the whole world with his knowledge and talent, with just loss of one leg, why can't I rule Mount Everest? Why can't I win over Mount Everest? And with that dedication, she has won not just Mount Everest, but she has climbed almost 7 highest peaks of the world today. My dear friends, isn't this an inspiration story of a person? If Arunima Sinha can do this without one leg, we have all our faculties well, healthy, hale. Can't we achieve much more? Isn't that the lot of things that we have to achieve? Isn't that we feel that we are also a powerhouse of achievements? Isn't in this thing, in this questionnaire, we also saw that what is our power, what is our strength, what is our weakness, what is the opportunity in front of us, what is that is curbing us behind, whom do we see as a role model, what is our dream, what is our desire. We went through the whole thing. We knew what is our guilt. We knew who is the person who is the strength of our achievements. With all that, my dear friends, with all things that is we are blessed with, we are blessed with a lot of things in our life. Can't we use this in a positive way to achieve our goals, to make a difference to ourselves and the country? Please go back. Please think. Please think for yourself. I'm sure you can be the achievers that India is waiting for. And you would be the people who can recreate India in the way you dream India to be. With that, we close this session. So, my dear friends, the whole thing was about self-awareness. You understood what we are. Why did we go through this self-awareness? Is because we wanted to understand that our life is not made up of only a few things that is there in front of us. Our life is made up of a lot of positivity. Our life is made up of a lot of challenges. Our life is made up of a lot of activity, or rather, the opportunities in front of you. When we have this, my dear friends, we are the change makers that we are. When we say this, my dear friends, we I always feel that when we have to go and achieve something, we have to fight out our distractions, we have to fight out our emotional trouble that we have to make more friends, we have to make more confidants, and we have to be a confidant of somebody else as well. So, when this self awareness, my dear friends, is very, very important, because this is the strength for your life. This is the foundation for your growth. And when we say personality development, the personality that you are, what we see outside, yes, somebody can come and say how you walk, how you talk, how you speak, how you behave, all that, your mannerism, your etiquettes, all that matters. But what matters more is what you are from within. Your values, your morals, your beliefs, your trust, your character, that is what is making you. And if you want to sustain your success, yes, outer personality, your education, all that will give you success. But if you want to sustain that success, that is possible only when you explore yourself from within. You can mend yourself from within. इसीलिए तो कहते हैं, it is said that even diamonds are got from coal mines. That is also a carbon. You are science students, you know that. That is also a carbon. But it becomes a diamond only when it is chiseled out of the unnecessary things. That becomes a most precious thing then it is chiseled out. My dear friends, you all are the diamonds indeed. If you have to be shining, if you have to be glowing, if you have to be that mala diamond in the mala that is being offered to Bharat Mata, then you have to chisel out the unnecessary things that you have in yourself. And this mirror, this questionnaire, this self-awareness session that we took would really help you. So please go through that. And the next session, of course, would be equally interesting. This is what we got to know about ourselves, my dear friends. But is it enough if we know ourselves? You just said that you want to do something for the country, you want to do something for the society, and for that, you need to know your country first, right? You need to know where you're working and what is your pride factor about your country. So, for that, we'll move on to the next core. Yeah. So we'll be moving on to the next break. So we'll go for a break of 10 minutes. Would that be fine? Yeah. So we'll take a 10-minute break and we'll come back. We'll come back with a very, very interesting session to tell you, or rather to discuss with you as to how beautiful our country is, know more about our country, feel very proud of our country, and be the change makers of this country. So this would be a quick session, my dear friends. Very, very interesting. People flock, people love, people wait for this session, and that session we are bringing in front of you. I'll quickly meet you on the other side after 10 minutes. I'll be waiting for all of you to join. So see you soon after 10 minutes. See you.
So, we have a break for 10 minutes. The session is going to resume at 11:40.
Sir, shall we start?
Yeah, you can start, sir. Sir, I am audible.
Sir?
You can start the session, sir. Hello, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can I start, sir?
Sir, okay, you can start, sir. Hello. Pramod, sir.
Is there anyone?
I am audible. Hello. Sir, the session is open. You can start now. Hello. Sir, I am audible. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Shall we start?
Sir, you can start now. Hello. Pramod, sir.
Students, are you ready? If you say yes in chat box, we will start the session. I'm waiting for your responses in YouTube.
Hello, sir.
So are you ready? Are you ready, students?
Hello. Pramod, sir. I am audible.
Are we ready?
Hello.
Students, I'm waiting for the responses. If you say you're ready, we'll start a new session, and that's going to be a unique session of its own. Yes, I'm getting responses from many students that they're ready. So now in the morning session, we had a wonderful session on self-awareness. on who am I. Because when it was asked, who am I, most of us identify ourselves with our own body and say, I'm so and so, son of so and so, studying in that college, then working some professional. All these things are external identities, and that's important. To accomplish in the external world is also important, but to win over the world, we need to win over ourselves first. So for that, Sneha Madam introduced us to a concept of self-awareness, where we went to the journey inward. We understood our own strengths, our weaknesses, our aspirations, our dreams, our hurdles, our challenging moments, our role models, and our own heartfelt desires to achieve what we want. So much we learned, and finally, we also understood how we can reach not just the Mount Everest, reach the sky of our own dreams, just like what Arunima Sinha did. So, and I was on the chat log also, and I was very happy with the interaction that you guys are doing since morning. And you're all, I have come to SJC from almost from past 4-5 years, and every time it's an enriching experience for me. So now the first session was towards self-awareness, knowing yourself. Now, probably as you all can see on the screen, it's going to be a quiz. We came to know about ourselves, but now it is going to be knowing about our country and culture. Are you all ready for the quiz? Type yes. Type yes. I'm looking at the screen. So, because there is a time lag of 10-15 seconds, we need to manage that. So, are you all ready for the quiz now? Yes? Type yes. Yes? Okay, fine. Now, let's move on to the quiz. Generally, most of us would have attended one or the other quizzes in our life. It could be in our school days or college days or many fests. But this quiz is going to be a completely different one, because it's not on your business quiz or technology quiz. The quiz is purely about India. And the quiz name that we have kept is Namaste India. Please, everyone type Namaste. What's that? Quickly. Namaste India. I want it to be more interactive. Though the session is virtual, let not the patriotism be virtual, right? Let our patriotism be more real than ever. Let's project and let's exhibit our patriotism through this. So now, Namaste India is a quiz hunt. So, and this quiz has a lot of questions to know more about our country and culture. But before moving to that, let me ask you all a question. When I say India or Bharat, what comes to your mind first? ನಾನು ಭಾರತ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿ. Lot of things comes to our mind. So what comes to your mind when I say India or Bharat? I'm waiting for your answers. I'm waiting for your answers. What comes to your mind first when I say India? There is a 15 seconds lag. So I'm waiting for your answers. Later we'll go to the questions. So what most of you are telling wonderful, Namaste India, but I want, what comes to your mind when I say India? What comes to your mind when I say India? Come on, fast. Many students are enthusiastically participating and interacting. One person says national flag comes to mind, proudness comes to mind, motherland is what Giri says. Our culture, our patriotism, mother, tricolor flag, my own country, Bharat Mata. Wonderful, wonderful. Pushpa says. I'm waiting for a few more answers. Ancient culture, I feel proud. Land of cultures, culture, Narendra Modi, proud. Mother, traditions, diversity, coexistence, respect, culture, our flag. Let's give a good clap to all of you, because all of you have given excellent answers, wonderful answers that you have given, patriotism and everything. Because when I go to many colleges, and your own super seniors, I have come to your college, even real, not virtual class, offline class itself, when I have asked that, I get generally 3 types of answers. The first type is whatever you have told: culture, unity, diversity, spirituality, heritage, tradition, all positive things. The second part, the second category of students tell India means they remember the national symbols like national flag, national anthem, national animal, national flower, national tree, all those national symbols, national festivals. Great. But few other students also tell, when you ask about India, they tell India means bad roads. India means no good buildings. India means if you turn the tap around, more than the water, air comes. If you just switch on, you never know when the power goes. If you ask me to think about India, I think about Singapore. That's what many students tell. And I accept all those answers and ask a counter question. Okay, fine. That's fine. I accept your answers. But let me ask you a question. Consider or imagine your mother may not be so good looking. Your neighboring aunt is only good looking. Whom do you love the most from the bottom of the heart? Whom do you love the most from the bottom of the heart? It's your mother. It's your mother. Not because of the external appearance, but because of inner love, inner beauty, inner care. We love our mother more than any other. That's the reason. That's how we need to look at our country also, Bharat Mata also. If you look at it from outside, we may find many disparities or challenges that comes in our way. But if you truly look into the country that we belong to, you will get to see Bharat means Bhandre Bhava, Randre Raga, Tandre Tala, Bhava, Raga, Tala, such a musical, harmonious nation that we belong to. But we still say what is there in our country. Let us understand what is there in our country through this quiz. And when the same question was asked to our ex-Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he was asked the same question. When I say India, what comes to your mind, sir? Atal Bihari Vajpayee, we all know he was a great statesman and he was a great patriotic poet too. He says in his own poetic way, he says, ए देश, भारत, जमीन का टुकड़ा नहीं है, जीता जाता राष्ट्र पुरुष, ये वंदन की भूमि है, अभिनंदन की भूमि है, ये अर्पण की भूमि है, तर्पण की भूमि है, इस बिंदु बिंदु में गंगा है, कंकर कंकर में शंकर है, जिएंगे तो इस देश के लिए, मरेंगे तो इस देश के लिए, मरने के बाद भी, even after death, if you put our ashes in the Ganges and hear to the voices that comes out of it, you will hear only one thing, that is Bharat Mata ki Jai. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the kind of patriotism that he exhibited? And this is the kind of patriotism that we expect from the whole of the country and the youth. It's not just on the day of when India wins against any other country in the cricket, or it's not just during August 15th or January 26th or whenever a soldier is martyred. The patriotism should be reflected almost every day that we need to see. So, in the spirit of inculcating patriotism, we have this quiz called Namaste India. So let's go through the quiz rules. And I hope you all will take this session seriously, learning and entertainment all together. So the quiz rules is whenever a question is asked, it has a direct answer. If you answer directly, you will get 10 points. And if I don't get any proper correct answer, I will give you a clue. If you answer after taking the clue, you will get 5 marks. And there is no negative marking. It is not like your NEET exam or IIT exam. There is no negative marking. Be brave to give answers. Whether it is right or wrong, don't worry about it. Be brave to give answers. But time given is 15 to 20 seconds. We are online. We don't have that kind of management technique as of now, at least, to find out. So we'll approximately have 15 to 20 minutes of time. After 15-20 minutes, we'll stop at that, but you can keep chatting. This is a quiz master decision is final. This is an educative quiz to know more about our country and culture. But to have the competitive spirit, let us score for ourselves. There is no other policeman who will be looking at how many marks you put for yourself. No one, but you will be policing for yourself. You will be marking points for yourself. And just now we have completed the self-awareness session and the values part of it. Let us adhere to the values, and at the end, you will only score for yourself how much marks you have scored. So this is the rules, and let's have a competitive spirit also. I have two requests, one request and 2 clues. The request is, we're all having the sessions online and you're using Wi-Fi, but I request no one to use Google. Don't use Google Guru for getting the answers. If you know it, type it. Otherwise, no problem. You won't get any extra internal marks if you answer it rightly. But it is just to know how much we know and know how much we don't know also. So the first is, don't use Google. The second, the clue is, the whole quiz is revolved around India. The quiz name is Namaste India. The quiz name is Namaste India. All questions revolve around India itself. Don't give answers which are foreign. Many students don't take this clue seriously. And the more important is, whenever a question is asked, most of your friends will be answering it in the chat log. Don't just copy paste the answer, because many a times the answer they would have sent would be wrong, and you will be copying the wrong answer and you will be also flunking. If you want to give a wrong answer, give a different wrong answer at least, not the same wrong answer, please. Is that fine? Is that fine? So all of you are enthusiastically participating in the quiz. So let's move ahead in the quiz. The first round of the quiz is contribution of India. Contribution of India, because most of us feel what India has contributed. Everything came from West. No, what India has contributed. Today, the first round of the quiz deals with the contribution of India in different fields. And just 3 questions, then we'll move on to the next round. So I hope you are all ready for the answers, and please type it very quickly. So, first question of the quiz, first round. Name the person who for the first time deduced heliocentric system. We all know what is heliocentric system. Sun being at the center, all other planets revolve around it. And this great person also explained about solar and lunar eclipse. So I'm waiting for your answers. So who is this person who gave the concept of heliocentric system for the first time to the world? So waiting for the answers. Come on, come on, come on, fast. Fast. Yes, waiting for your answers, students. Okay, Kiran says Kelp. Someone says, Kiran says Aryabhatta. Okay, come on, waiting for your answers. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, Copernicus, Aryabhatta. Okay. Go ahead. Last 10 more seconds. Aryabhatta. Sudeep says Aryabhatta. Oh, everyone is telling Aryabhatta. If there is any answer, you can type it. Don't just get confused by my words or by the answers that you're getting in the chat log. Okay. So most of you are giving the answers as Aryabhatta and one person giving as Copernicus. So let's give a round of applause to the person who gave the answer as Copernicus, because that person has read his textbooks properly. Because in our high school textbooks, we all would have read Copernicus, Silvernicus, Kepler, Galileo. They were the pioneers in the field of heliocentric system. Definitely, they gave the concept. We don't deny that. They gave the concept in 14th and 15th century AD. But 800, 900 years before the West knew, Indians knew it. And as all of you have told, the person is none other than Aryabhatta. Whoever has mentioned as Aryabhatta, mark yourself 10 points. Aryabhatta is the right answer. So whoever has mentioned Aryabhatta, you get 10 points. Aryabhatta, in his work called Aryabhattiyam in 499 AD, which he completes, he mentions a word called Saura Kendrita Vyavastha. Saura means, we all know, sun. Kendra means center. Vyavastha means system. Saura Kendrita Vyavastha means the heliocentric system was first designed by or declared by an Indian, that is Aryabhatta. That's the greatness of India, even before the West knew that we knew. And when I say Aryabhatta, what comes to your mind first? When I say Aryabhatta, what comes to your mind first? Most of you may be thinking, zero. Zero. He's not the zero. He's the hero who gave zero. Because even Albert Einstein says, we owe a lot to Indians, because of whom we have learned how to count, and all the scientific inventions are possible because of Indians. We all know, as science students, one of the oldest number system was a Roman number system, where we use I, V, X, L, C, M, and all. It goes on. You can go up to a number 39,999. You cannot write 40,000 using Roman number systems. That's the limitation. But India introduced this concept of zero and decimal number system, using which we can go to a number our mind goes. And till date, you can search in Google later, till date, if there is any country which has gone to a number of extent 10 to the power of 52 and a least number of 10 to the power of minus 17, that is India. That is India. Let's clap for that great contribution of decimal number system by Aryabhatta. And what is the value of pi? Most of us easily say 22 by 7. Yes, but what is the decimal value? 3.14. But for the first time to the world, up to 4 decimals, 3.1416, up to 4 decimals properly, it was conveyed by Aryabhatta. And more than that, what is the structure of Earth? What is the structure of Earth? Yes, correct. Yes, geoid, spherical, oval, round, we all tell this. But when the whole world was thinking Earth as flat, Indians didn't have any doubt. The whole world, in many Western countries and other religions, many people were thinking the Earth as flat. But Indians never had a doubt. We all know, in Kannada or in any of the Indian regional languages, what do you call geography as? Geography in Kannada enta karitiri? Yes, Bhugola Shastra. Bhu is Bhumi, Gola is round. Bhugolo Sarvato Vritta. It is always round and never flat was the concept given by Indians. And Yavatar no Bhu Tatte Shastra, Bhu Chappate Shastra, Odididia. It is Bhugolo Sarvato Vritta. Because of all these contributions that Aryabhatta gave in the field of mathematics and astronomy, the first satellite is named after this great person called Aryabhatta. So let's give a round of applause to all the answers that we have received and the great personality that is Aryabhatta. The second question in the contributions round. Name this person who transported martial arts to Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia, we all know China, Japan, and all these Southeast Asian countries. Today, they all have this kung fu, karate, all these are variations of martial arts. Who is this person who gave this concept? So I'm waiting for your answers in chat log. Come on, fast. Who gave this concept? Who transported the concept of martial arts to Southeast Asia? Okay, few people are telling as Bodhidharma. One person has told Buddha. Come on, I'm waiting for your answers. Great answers. I'm expecting more answers. Bodhidharma. Bruce Lee, our friend says. Bruce Lee. Okay, Bodhidharma. Come on. I'll wait for 5 more seconds. Okay. Gautama Buddha, Bodhidharma Buddha. And one person says Kalaripayattu. Okay, let's give a good clap to all students who have tried answering. Whoever answered Buddha, he is a great contributor to the whole world religions where he brought peace to the whole world. And he is also a product of India that we should be proud of. But beyond that, Bodhidharma, who comes in the lineage of Buddha, is the right answer. Whoever answered as Buddha, mark yourself 10 points. Bodhidharma is the right answer. We all would have seen in a movie. Which is that movie? Yes, correct. Elamare or Seven Sons or Chennai to China. We all would have watched that movie where there was this prince from Pallava kingdom, the third prince from the Pallava kingdom. He was about to become the king. But as recently we have faced the Wuhan virus, similar thing happened probably 1,500 years before, where there was some pandemic which was spreading from China to India. And this guru of the Pallava prince, he saw that and he didn't want those pandemic to get into India. He said, this person, please go to China and whatever you have learned from me, the herbal medicine, you need to go and treat the people there and serve the people there. Just imagine, this person who was about to become the king, who was a princely person, left everything, sacrificed everything, went to the borders of India and China, started treating people there using the herbal medicine. And when he was treating them, he found that, yes, I'm treating the disease, but they need to be having great immunity power, the defensive power. For that, he took, as one of our friend told, Kalaripayattu. The Kalaripayattu, it's a great art form which is popular in Kerala. He took it and gave a different variation as martial arts and started teaching them. And everyone became so happy and they were so healthy too. But when he was about to come back to India, these people felt they need something from this person and they poisoned him. And this person, Bodhidharma, was a great yogi. He could see the food and he could just recognize there is poison in that. In spite of that, he asked, why are you poisoning me? I've done so much to you, but why are you poisoning me? And the people around there told, we asked you to stay back, but you're going back to your country. But when you are going back, if we are leaving you like that itself, what will we get? At least if we get the ashes from your body, that ashes we can use it for stopping the spreading diseases here. That's why we are poisoned. This person, Bodhidharma, understood and he told, if you think my body, my ashes would be of such great use, I'm ready to sacrifice my life. And he sacrificed his life. Can you imagine? This is what our Upanishad said. By sacrifice alone, you can do great things. And even today, the whole world owes a lot to this person, that is Bodhidharma. Your Kung Fu Panda, Karate, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, all of them inherit from this person, and that is Bodhidharma. So let's clap for the great person, Bodhidharma, and move to the next question. Very simple question. Name the first physician or a doctor. We all know doctor, medicine, who could do the cesarean operations, surgical operations. He was expert in removing stones in kidneys, eye operations, fractures, and lot more. So, who is that person? Who's that person? Quickly, I'm waiting for your answers. Very easy question, and most of you have missed NEET. You would be knowing is what I feel. Okay, come on, fast. Who's this person who gave this concept of surgery to the whole world? Come on, I'm waiting for the answers in, okay. Sushruta. More students, I want more students to answer because this is for you. Come on. Okay, any other answer? Okay, all students are giving same answer. There is no one, not even a single person who is giving wrong answer. Let's give a good clap to all the students who have given the right answer as Sushruta. Let's give a good clap. 10 points for those who answered it right. And now, most of us probably we feel, I took engineering, because I didn't get medical seat, NEET exam properly. And if I ask you, who is called as the father of medicine? You would say Hippocrates. Hippocrates is called as the father of medicine. But please remember, friends, 800 years before the Hippocrates, there was a person called Sushruta. In his book, he has mentioned the ethical charter for a medicine professional. He says, medicine is not a profession. It's a service to humanity. It should not become an industry for making profit, but it should be an industry of service to humanity. And as you can see in the screen itself, you can see a few tools that have been mentioned. Sushruta, and today if you or if your relatives or if your parents want to get operated, what you will say, let's go to UK, let's go to US, let's go to Singapore and get operated in multi-specialty hospitals. But we need to remember, even those multi-specialty hospitals in US, UK, Singapore, all of them have got inspiration from India. 2,800 years ago, Sushruta in his book called Sushruta Samhita has mentioned a detailed list of what equipments to be used, 120 equipments to be used while doing surgery, starting from the thread to the knives to the scissors to the blade, everything, what to use and how to use. The same equipments are used even in the today's modern operation theaters. The only difference is Sushruta was using the equipments which were made of either bone or wood. Nowadays we use surgical steel, stainless steel. That's the only difference. The whole world says the concept of surgery, the father of surgery is an Indian, and that is Sushruta. Not just that. 3.5 years back, we all know a great Bollywood actress passed away. She became popular after her surgery on nose, plastic surgery on nose. Who is that? Any guess? A great Bollywood actress who became popular after her nose surgery? Yes, correct. Shri Devi became popular after her nose surgery. And we say it's great advanced medicine, probably 50 years or 70 years before. But please, friends, if you have any friends from BAMS, the Ayurveda background, please ask them after 2 or 3 years. They will say 2,800 years ago, there was a person called Sushruta who is called as the father of plastic surgery. He has mentioned from where we have to peel the skin and how to make it as give a shape of nose and how to do the plastic surgery on nose also 2,800 years ago. That's the greatness India has. That's the great heritage that we belong to. We need to have pride towards our past. We need to have pride towards our ancestors. And when I say this, even when we go to allopathy, even for a small fever or cold, the doctors give 2 medicines, one for fever, the other for, yes, gastric or some skin rashes, some side effects. Even during COVID, we saw yellow fungus, white fungus, black fungus, all coming after the treatment of allopathy. But if there is any medicine, which is side effect free medicine, it is Ayurveda, and that is from India. That was from Charaka. So the whole world says India has contributed so much in the field of medicine. It could be surgery, it could be plastic surgery, it could be Ayurveda, it could be herbal medicine, it could be Siddha, it could be martial arts, it could be yoga. How much India has contributed in all fields of medicine. But why Indians go out of India to get treated? We say Indians are like the Kasturi Mruga, stag. Kasturi Mruga ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಸುವಾಸನೆ ಸುಗಂಧ ಒಳಗಿಂದನೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಸುಗಂಧನ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. It goes in search of the fragrance coming from outside, but the fragrance is within. Similarly, we Indians have everything within. We don't look into it. We don't appreciate the treasure that we have. So the whole first round, the contribution of India was to make you realize India, since time immemorial, was great in the field of spirituality, and at the same time, we were heights in science also. So with that, let's clap for all the people who have made us proud in different fields. Second round. Hope you're all enjoying the quiz. First round. Now we have entered into the second round. It's going to be more dynamic, more interesting. The round name is Identifying Personalities and Monuments. Identifying personalities and monuments. Don't try to identify anyone there. In the questions, no one is there. So each question will have two pictures, one of a personality, one of a monument. If you identify one correct, you get 10 points. If you identify both correct, you get 20 plus 10 bonus, so 30. So you can score up to 30 points for a single question. Only request is there will be very easy images. Don't shout the answer or don't copy paste the answers from others. Try to give your own answers. So first set of pictures for all of you. Identify this personality and monument. This personality is a very popular personality which we all know or which we all should know. So who is this personality and which is this monument? Quickly, come on, I'm waiting for your answers. If you know the place, please mention the place also for the monument. So I'm waiting for the answers. Give your answers quickly. Yes, come on. Okay, Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams. Okay, come on, go ahead, quickly. Nalanda University, Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams. Okay, if anyone knows the place of Nalanda University, please mention that also. So Nalanda University, Sunita Williams, Kalpana Chawla. Okay, wonderful. Oh, so many answers. Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams, Nalanda University, Harappan Civilization. Okay, that's great. Let's give a good clap to all the students who have given the right answer. Let's give a good clap. Let's clap for all those students who gave the answer as Kalpana Chawla, because she is a great pride of India, the first woman from India to go to space and could not come successfully because of the fuel tank leakage. But this is not right. The answer of the personality is Sunita Williams. Those who told Sunita Williams, mark yourself 10 points. Does anyone know any information about Sunita Williams? Please type it on the chat log. Sunita Williams is a great lady, an Indian-born American citizen, NASA scientist. And probably we all know, during COVID, if we were isolated in a room for 1 day or 2 days, we would have been feeling lonely and depressed. But if there is any person in the whole globe, lady, who has spent 330 plus days in space alone, that is Sunita Williams. The kind of courage, the kind of strength that she had to even face the loneliness and depression there without any contact, that is Sunita Williams. After coming back to the earth, she was asked by the interviewers, how could you stay there? How could you stay there for 330 days? Then she says, I took inspiration from Indian culture and Indian heritage. She said, I take inspiration from Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads. Whenever I got doubts and whenever I felt lonely, I used to read few verses from the Bhagavad Gita, and that gave me a source of strength to fight the challenges of life. If I ask you Bhagavad Gita, you will say 60 plus years, we will see later. But even the great scientists are taking inspiration from Gita. Please go, because it's not just a religious text. It's a psychological text, and it's a motivational text too. Not just that. I think you're all 17 plus or 18 plus. Next year, the elections are going to come. I don't know how many will be willing to vote, but I request everyone to vote. But places like Bangalore also, you find 48 to 50% voting. That's it. But when she went to space for the first time in 2008, American elections were happening. We all know Barack Obama got elected as the president for the first time in 2008. She casted her vote from space station and sending a message saying, it is not just my right to vote, it is my responsibility to vote. Please consider this mail post as a voting. Can you imagine? We all complain about the politicians, but we are the people who are electing them. So if you have to have the moral authority to question the government, please vote. Because voting is not just a right, it's your responsibility. More than all these things, one more incident that makes a very distinguished person is, what is August 15th? What is August 15th? For all of us, August 15th is Independence Day. Yes, Independence Day for India. If that day our SJC college calls you for a flag hoisting program at 8 o'clock, please come and join us for the national festival. What will you say? August 15th is Independence Day. Independence Day means holiday. We need to aram se sleep or go to some movie mall and enjoy. But please, students, whenever you are searching in YouTube, search for videos of this kind. You just see Sunita Williams in space. You will see a video where August 15th, exactly 8 o'clock, in space station, Sunita Williams hoisting the tricolor flag of India and saluting with national anthem. That's the greatness. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? She was not in India. She was not on Earth. Somewhere in space, still feels proud of being Indian. Still feels proud of being Indian. But we take everything from India. Everything from India. Do we have that Indianness within us? ಭಾರತೀಯರಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಭಾರತೀಯತೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ambassador of Indian thought. Let's give a round of applause to the great lady that is Sunita Williams. The monument, as most of you told, it's not Harappan civilization or Mohenjo-daro civilization. It is Nalanda University. Most of you have joined wonderful university for your BTech. If I ask you, where do you want to do your masters? You will say Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, MIT, Cambridge. You will name all foreign universities, and they are great today. But there was a time when the whole world wanted to come to India and study. And the first largest residential university of the whole world is Nalanda University in Bihar, Patna. 10,500 students and 2,000 lecturers. 1:5 was the teacher-student ratio. That was the quality of teaching. And we all know, to get into any premier institute, you need to pass tests and interviews. Just like you have to clear your GRE or CAT or TOEFL. Similarly, there was the first round of technical interview. Do you know who was taking the technical interview? First round of technical interview in Nalanda University? The gatekeeper, the security guard. He used to take the technical interview. If you pass in his interview only, you are allowed inside for the next round. Otherwise, you will be sent from there itself. You may be surprised. How is it possible? But that is India, because today's gatekeeper would become the next month's principal. Principal would become next month's gardener. Gardener would become next month's librarian. In that sense, rotation of labor along with dignity of labor was there in India. That's why the whole world wanted to come to India and study, not just for knowledge, but for values and life skills and understanding the attitude towards life. That is the great heritage that we belong to, my friends. Not just that. Probably Jaichamarajendra College has a big library. I think one of the biggest in Karnataka, where they say 1.5 or 2 lakh books are there in the library. And that shows the treasure of the college. But let me remind you, friends, the biggest library till date, not your Harvard, not your Stanford, not your Oxford, nothing. It is Nalanda University. And it is not in thousands, 90 lakh manuscripts. 90 ಲಕ್ಷ ತಾಳೆಗರಿ ಗ್ರಂಥಗಳು, 90 lakh manuscripts were there. And this university flourished for almost 600 to 700 years. Few invaders invaded India and they burnt it. Many people were burnt alive. When they burnt it, just take a sheet of paper and burn it. It takes 2-3 seconds to burn. But when they burned the library started burning. The manuscripts started burning, not for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. The manuscripts burned for 183 days. 183. 6 long months. The whole world told, we have destroyed the Indian culture. There is no heritage that is going to be passed on. There is no eternal wisdom that is going to be passed on to the future generations of India. But thanks to our teachers and gurus, that's why we say Acharya Devo Bhava. They say, you can destroy our books, not our knowledge. ನೀವು ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನಾಶ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಮಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಜ್ಞಾನ ನಾಶ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ they transmitted the same old knowledge that was there 5,000 years ago to the continued generation. That's why Guru Shishya disciple relationship is so pure in our country. Even today, you go to any part of the globe and ask for knowledge, they say mother of knowledge is Bharat. Please go there. I think you all must be knowing, even Apple founder Steve Jobs has taken inspiration from India. Even Mark Zuckerberg has taken inspiration from India. Lot of global leaders have taken inspiration from Indian wisdom because of such great monuments. So let's clap for all those people who have made us proud, and let us respect teachers. The second set of pictures is coming onto your screen. So identify this great personality and identify the monument along with the place. Very popular personality who was on news recently too. Identify the name and the monument. Please mention the name as well as place. Quickly. Come on, fast. I'm waiting for your answers. Who is this person? Which is this monument? Which is the place? Come on, fast. Okay. Chandu saying, Chandu mentioning his own name kind of thing. Dhyan Chand. Okay. Any others? Ashoka Pillar. Okay. Dhyan Chand and Ashok Stambh. Iron Pillar. Okay. Mention the place also. Request you all to mention the place. Come on, fast. Major Dhyan Chand, Iron Pillar, Ashoka Pillar, Ashoka Stambha. Okay, come on. I'll wait for 5 more seconds. Quickly. Okay, Dhyan Chand, the hockey player, Dhyan Chand and Ashoka Pillar, Mehroli, Iron Pillar, Ninad, Okay, fine. Let's give a round of applause to all the students who have given right answers. Whoever mentioned it as Dhyan Chand, mark yourself 10 points. Whoever mentioned it as Iron Pillar in Delhi, Iron Pillar in Mehrauli, Iron Pillar in Qutub Minar, mark yourself 10 points. If you have answered both, mark yourself 30 points. Very happy to see all students giving wonderful answers. Let's give a good clap to all students from wherever we are sitting. Who is Dhyan Chand? Does anyone know? Please type something if you know. Dhyan Chand. One person mentioned he was a hockey player. He was not just a hockey player. He's called as the hockey magician of the world because he was the hockey captain. We all know what is our national game, though it has been taken out officially from 2013. Our national game is hockey. And we always felt, why hockey is our national game when we have not even gone to the semi-finals in hockey Olympics? This time we went. Otherwise, 41 continuous years, we didn't even go to semi-finals. Why this game is our national game? But please go and Google, friends. If there is any country which has got 8 gold medals in Olympics, and that is India alone. 8 gold medals in Olympics hockey. No other country has done, India has done. And that too, under the captaincy of this player called Dhyan Chand, 3 consecutive gold medals, 1928, 1932, 1936, 3 consecutive gold medals. And we all say, which is our national sport, we say cricket. And we say Sachin is the master blaster. But there was one more legendary player, Don Bradman. We all would be knowing. Don Bradman says, Dhyan Chand scores goals like I score runs. This is a testimony of Don Bradman to Dhyan Chand. So many goals he was scoring in every match. Last match of his career, he could not even score a single goal. Interviewers went and asked, how could it be? You were scoring so many goals, but why couldn't you score even a single goal? Dhyan Chand says, I have hit the ball properly to the pole, but it went near the pole post. I don't know why. Please go and measure the pole size. And it was few inches less than the normal size. Can you imagine the accuracy of this person called hockey magician? That is Dhyan Chand. Beyond that, 1936 Olympics happening in Germany. And finals happening against Germany with India. We all know during 1936, there was a person who wanted to conquer the whole world. And because of him, the World War II also happened. Who is that? Who's that? Yes, Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler. He wanted to conquer the whole world and he is sitting in the audience place watching the game. He wanted to conquer the world and he wanted his team to win over the whole world. That's why he was watching there. And that time, this and we all know India was under colonization, British colonization. We didn't have good facilities also. We didn't have good footwear also to play. At that time, India started playing. And India played with such great courage and such great teamwork. At the end, the scoreboard read Germany scoring 1 goal and India won the match with 8 goals. 8 goals. 8-1 is the gap. That is the greatness. And Adolf Hitler was humiliated. But at the same time, he saw this great person called Dhyan Chand and he asked him to meet him. Dhyan Chand meets him and asks, sir, you wanted me to meet me? Yes. Sir, Adolf Hitler says, sir, I have become a great fan of you. Looking at the courage, looking at the strength, looking at the teamwork, looking at the leadership skills that you have, I have become a great fan of you. I want people like you in my country because I want to rule over the world. Please come to Germany. I will give you, I'm offering you the highest post in army with thick salary. Please come to my country. Imagine, friends, if the same offer was given to us, Germany, high post, high salary, what would have been our answer? When is the flight? But Dhyan Chand says, I'm playing for Bharat. If I play, it is for Bharat. If I live, it is for Bharat. If I die, it is at the feet of Bharat Mata itself and nowhere else. And he came back and he was an army person too in Indian army. That's the kind of patriotism that he had. In India, if there is any one sports person who has got Bharat Ratna, that is Sachin Tendulkar. But he deserves more. That's why recently we all know even the highest sports award, Khel Ratna Award, is named after this person called Dhyan Chand. So let us understand that. And as our friend Manjunath has mentioned, the sports day is celebrated on his birthday, which is August 29th, National Sports Day. Wonderful. Let's give a good clap to all the students. Second, Iron Pillar in Mehrauli, Delhi. Does anyone know any information about Iron Pillar, Delhi? Has anyone visited this place? Any significance, any importance that you know about this monument called Iron Pillar? Does anyone know? I'm waiting for your answers. Okay, Iron Pillar, Delhi. We all, as students of science, we all would have studied what is that? The chemical property of iron is to rust. Whenever there is humidity, Fe2O3 into 2H2O or Fe2O3 into 3H2O must happen. That's the chemical property. Otherwise, we don't call it as iron, we call it as some other metal. But India has erected a monument 1,500 years ago, 1,450, 1,500 years ago. And it is still, as our friend has told, it is rust-free. It is rust-free. A rust-free, mysterious iron pillar. No one can imagine how can an iron be rust-free after 1,500 years. And we all know, where is it? It is in Delhi, in Qutub Minar campus. That too, as you can see in the image itself, it's in the open area. We all know Delhi temperature, it goes to minus 15 degree also and plus 50 degree also. So extreme temperature. Even in spite of so much of extreme temperatures, it is standing still as the pride of India as a mysterious iron pillar. One person from, I think, America had done a research and told, we are not able to find out the exact reason. I think Indians have used nanotechnology. That's why it is not getting rust. IIT Kharagpur has done a research and they have told, I think at that time Indians have used phosphorus coating on iron. That's why it is not getting rust. It's 99.9% pure iron. But still, there is a mystery behind it we do not know. SJC students, metallurgy or civil engineering students, if they come forward and they do a research, if by chance they say, raise our collar saying, 1,500 years if there was any country which knew nanotechnology, that is India. And if there is any country where, not just in Delhi, even in Karnataka, Kollur Mukambika temple, in front of that, you find that a similar iron pillar which is rust-free for the past 2,500 years or so. And that was not built by engineers or scientists or architects. It was built by the tribal community people. That's why the whole world says, if you are an Indian, you are an intellectual. You are born intellectual. You need not try to become intellectual. Just have to manifest the intellectuality and the fervor that we have. So whenever we visit any monuments, let's visit with a scientific attitude too. Let's give a round of applause to all of you. The third last set of questions in this round is identify this personality and identify this monument along with the place. I request you to identify the place as well. So quickly identify the personality and monument. He's a very popular person, which I think everyone knows, at least we should know who is that personality and which is this monument. Very popular monument again. Quickly, I'm waiting for the answers. As a friend told, yes, it was in history, the last one, zinc coating, yes. Many people are having wonderful answers. So I'm waiting for the answers. Okay. Sun Temple, Konark, okay. Jamshedji Tata, okay. Come on, I'm waiting for the answers. Go ahead, quickly. Dadabhai Navroji, the great grand old man of India, Sun Temple, Konark, okay. Dadabhai Navroji is a great person who initiated the Indian National Congress at that time. Jamshedji Tata, Sun Temple, Konark, Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikh. I'm getting good answers. Whether it is right or wrong, that's immaterial. But I'm getting good answers about great Indian personalities. Superb. Sun Temple, Konark. Superb. Konark, Sun Temple. That's great. So let's give a good clap to all the students who have given the right answers. Sun Temple, Orissa, Tata, Jamshedji Tata, Sun Temple. Okay. So whoever mentioned it is Guru Nanak or Dadabhai Navroji, let's give a good clap, but not points. Whoever mentioned it as Jamshedji Tata, mark yourself 10 points. And the monument, it is not Hampi, as few students told. It is not Hampi, it is Sun Temple, Konark. If you have mentioned Sun Temple, Konark, Orissa, 10 points. If you answered both, 30 points. Let's give a good clap to all the students who have answered it. And very happy that many of you are answering now also. Now, who is Jamshedji Tata? Does anyone know any information about Jamshedji Tata? Because he is related to the scientific field too. Today, we all are living in something like Startup India, Make in India, the education system. If I ask you, science students, where do you want to do masters? If you happen to do it in India, you will say the best scientific research institute in India. And that is started by this great person. Does anyone know which is that great institute which was started for the scientific research, taking inspiration from Swami Vivekananda? So, and we all should be knowing Mysore. Jayachandra earlier, he gave the land to start that scientific research institute in India. So, does anyone know which is that? The first industry, yes, people are telling he is called the first industry. He is called as the father of Indian industry. He is the founder of Tata Group of companies. He is from Jamshedpur. Tisco is the part of that. Set up a steel plant in Jamshedpur. Yes, as Lingraj says, he started IISc, Indian Institute of Science. It was It is called as Tata Institute. It was started by Tata, taking inspiration from Swami Vivekananda. That is the greatest. And Make in India started from there itself. Not just that. Group of companies, if you see, Tata Indicom, Indian Communication, Tata Indica, Indian Cars, Tata Upu, Desha Upu, they owe everything to the country. And they are making business, they are making profits, but not at the cost of country. Have you ever seen Tata Liquors, Tata Cigarettes? No. They say, not we do business, but not just for the money. We have a social concern too. Whatever we produce, it should be something good to the society and not harmful to the society. You are all going to become future entrepreneurs. Please remember, what you produce is not just for your pocket, but for the society, what you're giving back. And we all know, as students, there is a concept of CSR for any companies, corporate social responsibility. If the company is making huge profit, they have to give 2% of the profit to the country that they belong to. At least in India, it is 2%. But few companies which belong to the Tata group of companies, they are giving not 2% or 3% to the country. They're giving 60% plus 60% profit directly goes for the charity of India. That's the kind of social responsibility that they have. They make money, but at the same time, they give back to the nation building. That is the way we have to live. And he was a person who was living in the pre-independence time where he wanted to enter into a 5-star hotel which was run by British in Mumbai. He was entering the hotel and the security guard stopped him saying, "You're not allowed inside." He asked, "Why? I have money. Why should I not get inside?" And the security guard showed him a board. And he looked at the board. The board read, "Dogs and Indians are not allowed." In India, Indians were treated like dogs by British. It was a great humiliation and frustration for him. He came back. He could not even sleep properly, but the thought was going on in his mind. He sold that thought to his son, J.R.D. Tata, who was the civil aviation, the father of civil aviation in India. He sold that thought to his son, because of which he started a 5-star hotel, which became very famous. Even today, it is standing still as the pride of India, where everyone are treated as Atithi Devo Bhava. And that is, yes, we all know that. That is Taj Group of Hotels. Taj Group of Hotels. He made money. Whenever the country's fame was going down, he was feeling his fame is going down. Whenever he grew up, he made the country to grow. Can we also think and live a life where our life is a life of contribution to the country? So let's give a good clap to the great person, Jamshedji Tata. So next is the monument, that is Sun Temple, Konark. I don't know how many of you have visited this monument, visited this place, which is in Konark, Odisha. Please do visit. If you are planning for a trip from your college, please do visit this place. Does anyone know what is special? I think one person I saw in the chat log mentioned sundial. That's great. So if I ask you what is the time now, you will look at your watch and say it is 12:30. Someone will say 12:36. Someone will say 12:40. And the college says, no, it is the right time is this. We all say our watch is correct. But the correct time, now we have satellite clocks and all, but otherwise, the correct time is always corresponding to the sun rays. There are 24 wheels around this temple. You can see in the image also. Three wheels you can see. There are 24 wheels around this temple. At any point of time, whenever there is sunshine, you go and put your finger at the center of the chakra, the hub. You can see the axle and the hub. You put your finger at the center of the chakra. Wherever the shadow falls, you get the exact time, hours, minutes, and up to seconds. That's the greatness of Indian architecture. The whole world is mesmerized by this. And how can this be possible? As our friend told, each wheel acts as a sundial. And the largest sundial of the whole world is also in India. That is in Jantar Mantar, Jaipur. The whole world asks, how is it possible? And even one more mystery people say that, you all know, whenever there is light and there is an object in front of it, the shadow should fall on the ground. There are 3 monuments in the whole world, all 3 in India, where you will see the top portion of the Gopura, Kalashanta Karitar Kannadadalli, top portion of the Gopura never casts its shadow on the ground. People ask, how is it possible? We say, anything is possible. That's why we are called incredible Indians. That is the greatness. That is the great heritage that we belong to, my friends. We need to know, out of the past is built the future. Whenever you visit some place, go for enjoyment, entertainment, and all those things. Go with understanding our heritage too. Let's give a good clap to all those monuments, all architects who have made us proud, and all people who have made us proud. Let's give a good clap to all of them. The last round of the quiz is rapid fire. Rapid fire. As we all know, rapid fire means now you should be very quick in answering. Your answer should be filled with fire. Okay? will get very less time and you need to answer very quickly. Each set has 4 questions. For each right answer, you get 10 points. If you answer all 50 points, and it's not a team event. Offline, it would have been a team event. So let's see the first set of the questions. So first question in rapid fire. Identify the person who is called as the father of Green Revolution. Father of Green Revolution in India. Who is called as the father of Green Revolution in India? Quickly, I'm waiting for your answers. 10 seconds, you need to answer. Hasiru Kranti Mador Yaru. Producing food grains and everything. Who's this? This is a person who is very popular, who was an engineer, who went on to become an agricultural scientist and did a great contribution in almost all fields, especially in agriculture for India. And because of, yes, few people are telling, yes, Swaminathan, wonderful. Let's give a good clap to all those students who told the answer as MS Swaminathan. MS Swaminathan, because 45, 50 years back, we were in such a state that we didn't have food grains to eat. The whole world was telling India should have a slogan like Garibi Hatao, Badatana Toliksi Inta. But at that time, this person, MS Swaminathan, came with a concept of scientific way of yielding crops and using which hybrid crops were yielded. And because of the contribution, today, whenever you're Googling, just see India's position in the global context in production of food grains. India stands number 2 in the whole world. That's why even today, India is an agricultural based country. That's why we say Jai Jawan one side and Jai Kisan the other side. Why? It's because of the agricultural produce that we have. So let's clap for the great person. That is MS Swaminathan, who made a great contribution in the field of agriculture. And you can also become one. The second question is, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. Who quoted this? Whose famous slogan is this? Very easy. Most of you would be knowing. Who quoted the great saying, Swarajya nanna janmasiddha hakku, nanadanu padade padiyuttene. Kannadadalli helodadre. Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. Who told this? Come on. Quickly. A great freedom fighter who was an inspiration for the non-violence movement of Mahatma Gandhi and even the person who inspired the revolutionary activities of great revolutionaries. As yes, 100%. A few people are telling as Swami Vivekananda, few people telling Nehru, not correct, but as many people telling it is Lokmanya Balagangadhar Tilak. Lokmanya Balagangadhar Tilak, writing fierceful articles in Maratha and Kesari and inspired the whole country to start fighting against British. He's called as the father of Indian unrest. And beyond that, he initiated one festival to be celebrated in nooks and corners of the country. Does anyone know which is the festival he's popularized where even in each and every street, we celebrate that festival. Does anyone know which is that festival? Yes, correct. Ganesh Chaturthi. Ganesha Habba anta navu yavadu karತೀವಿ. That is celebrated in nooks and corners of the country. He said, let us bring the God to the street. That's okay. But let us get united to think about India, to think about sustaining our Indian culture and work towards the sustenance of Indian culture. Today also we all celebrate in all places across the country and we put orchestra. Orchestraದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಡು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೊಡಿ ಮಗ ಬೇಡ ಅವನ್ನ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರನ್ನ ಬಿಡದಾಗ ಹೊಡೀರಿ ಅಂತ. But now ಪಕ್ಕದ ರೋಡ್ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. The reason is their Ganesha is taller than our Ganesha. Festivals are there to unite us, my friends, not to divide. So let us celebrate all festivals with great fervor. The next question is, with whose guidance did Chandragupta Maurya became the king? There was a mastermind behind. This person, Chandragupta Maurya, who is called as the founder of Mauryan dynasty. Who is that person who inspired Chandragupta Maurya to have a great vision of Bharat as Akhanda Bharat? Akhanda Bharat, where we had the whole country under one rule, including the present Pakistan, Afghanistan, Persia, everything came under India under one rule, and that was Mauryan dynasty. And this person, who is it? Yes, I'm getting Vishnugupta, Chanakya, Kautilya, all three are right answers. Vishnugupta, Chanakya, Kautilya, all are the different names of the same person. That's great. Let's give a good clap to all of you, because we also need to have, because if we want to lead somewhere, we need to have a mastermind behind us, a guru behind us. Similarly, Chandragupta Maurya was a son of a servant maid. He was made the great king because of the intelligence of Chanakya. Without any bloodshed, he could make that happen. And not just that. Who is called as the father of economics? I know you're all science students, but doesn't mean you should not know about economics. Who is called as the father of economics today? In our textbooks, we study it as Adam Smith. Adam Smith, a great economist of 18th century. Let's respect that. But 550 years ago, Chanakya is the first person who has written a book on economics. We all know that. And that is Arthashastra. And to your surprise, Mysore people, you should know the Arthashastra, the first book in recent 20th century, the world came to know because of Mysore. Because of Mysore. And that too in your own college, I think in your college library or Jaichamarajendra library is what it is mentioned. So there it was found the first time after thousands of years. So Mysore has given a great contribution to the whole world, which we need to know. And he has written a book called Arthashastra, which is accepted by many universities abroad as one of the best books for economics. But it not just deals with economics, it deals with governance, it deals with politics, it deals with even spying. He has mentioned in 8 chapters of his book called Arthashastra, he has taken different aspects of political governance and dharma-based artha. You have to earn, but based on dharma. So, and alchemy also he has mentioned in his few works of how to convert metals into gold. So he was a great mastermind. Let's give a round of applause and let's learn the Chanakya Niti that we need to understand to lead the country. Let's give a good clap to all the contribution that Chanakya, Kautilya or Vishnugupta has made. The last question in the first set is, which organization's slogan is Seva Paramo Dharmaha? In English, it is service is the prime duty. Service before self. Service before self. All logos, all national organizations, government organizations comes with a logo. And below or near the logo, they will have a slogan of themselves. So what is that slogan? What is that slogan? Is Seva Paramo Dharma. Which organization, which government organization tells it as the Seva Paramo Dharma? Means service is the primary duty of us. Which organization can tell this? I'm waiting for your answers. Quickly, come on, come on, come on, come on. Exactly. Okay, few people are telling. Okay, Pratik is telling it as Indian Army. Okay. Any other answers? Go ahead. Go ahead. Service before self. Indian Army. Pratik answering twice. IDK. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Fine. Quick. Okay. Indian Army. Let's give a good clap to all those students who told it as Indian Army. Correct. If you have answered Indian Army, 10 points. Because most of us, we are all sleeping here, aram say, because of the sleepless nights that they go through there. We are all comfortable here because people have left their comfort zone and gone to the borders. And we are all happy here because they have left their happiness for our sake. We need to understand, my friends. We need to understand how much people are sacrificing for our sake. And during Kargil war, one of the soldiers has mentioned in a banner kind of a place, he has mentioned, we miss our homes. Because they also miss their parents, wife, children. They would have missed their village, society, everything. But on the second line, he said, we miss our homes, but definitely we are going to save your homes. Definitely we are going to save your homes. This is how the soldiers are making us feel protected and country integrated. If any of you are dreaming to become an army personnel in any defense, whether it is army or navy or air force, please do pursue it. Otherwise, whenever you, in Mysore also there is an air force training center where I had also come to even participate, but could not succeed in the pilot exam. But please, whenever you find any person from army or defense force, just salute them and wish them for and greet them for whatever contribution they have done. So let's clap for all the answers. Second set. First Indian sports person was received the individual gold medal in Olympics. India has got gold medal. Recently, we have got one gold medal, which we all know, but I'm not asking that. I want you to answer. The first person was got a gold medal in individual Olympics, means not the team event. Team event we had got in hockey and many other, but individual Olympics. Who has got it? Who has got it? Quickly. Come on, fast. I'm waiting for your answers. First Indian sports person to get the Olympics gold medal. Yes. Superb. Narendra is telling the answer as Abhinav Bindra. Let's give a good clap to all those students who told it as Abhinav Bindra. Abhinav Bindra got the gold medal for 10-meter air rifle shooting. Super. Many students are giving the answers as well. And we all know he held the national flag the previous time. And we went as a team of 118 people, but we came with only 2 medals. But this time we all know one more gold medal came for the athletics javelin throw, and that is yes, Neeraj Chopra. Neeraj Chopra. And we got 6 medals this time, and in Paralympics also 19 medals we have got. The whole country till now it was telling Pado Bharat, Pado Bharat. Now there is a quote saying Khelo India, Khelo India. We need to play also. If I ask you to play, you will always tell yes sir. We also play PUBG or Candy Crush and many other games in mobile. Play those things, but for entertainment. But take up one sport, and give your heart to that, to become a sports person and bring laurels to this country, bring medals to this country in global contests like Commonwealth or Asian Games or whichever. And I know SJC gives you enough opportunities to nurture your sports. Give yourself 100% to pursue some sports. So the second question in this, and let's all clap for all those sports people who are making us proud. Second question is, give me blood, I'll give you freedom. ರಕ್ತ ಕೊಡಿ, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿರಬಹುದು? Whose famous slogan is give me blood, I'll give you freedom? ಯಾರ ಒಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದಂತಹ great freedom fighter told this? So I want you to tell who this person is. We all know about this person, and I'll give you a clue if you want. In Kannada there is a serial also which is coming on. Yes, I'm getting answers. Subhash Chandra Bose. Let's give a good clap to all those students who told it as Subhash Chandra Bose. We all know Subhash Chandra Bose for many reasons, I don't know how many of you know. As I was going through the self-awareness, I saw many students who wanted to become IAS. Great. It's a great aspiration. But I don't know how many of you know Subhash Chandra Bose was the 4th rank holder in ICS exam at that time. ICS is Indian Civil Service at that time. And that was conducted by British government. Even after getting 4th rank in ICS, he would have got any job. But he threw the certificate and he plunged himself into the freedom struggle. And getting inspiration from one side, Mahatma Gandhi, other side, the great people, Ras Bihari Bose. He united the youth of India, around 25,000 people, and he started an army called Indian National Army, the forward bloc, Azad Hind Fauj, and using which he started a rebellion against the British rule. And for the first time in India, Britishers were thrown out from a part of India which is Andaman Nicobar Islands in 1942 itself, and they were thrown out from there. And the tricolor flag was first hoisted not by Nehru in 1947, but in 1942 itself by Subhash Chandra Bose in Andaman Nicobar. And we all know, after telling Jana Gana Mana, the great national anthem, at the end we say something. What is that? Yes, Jai Hind. That was a call given by Subhash Chandra Bose. Delhi Chalao was given by Subhash Chandra Bose. And we all know, if I say Gandhiji, the great soul, we say Mahatma Gandhiji, great soul. Similarly, if I say Subhash Chandra Bose, what comes to your mind first? Netaji, the born leader. If you want to learn some leadership lessons, please read his life. How much of challenges he had, how he overcame, and how he united team spirit and inspiring others. That is from Subhash Chandra Bose. So let's learn all those lessons from Subhash Chandra Bose. Let's clap for a great person. Name the children activist. Next question. Name the children activist of India who was awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace in 2014. 2014 Nobel Peace Prize. Indian. If you want a clue, a Pakistani girl got a Nobel Prize, and this person shared with her. Pakistani girl who worked for the education of women, she got a Nobel Prize, and our Indian also shared his Nobel Prize with her. So who is that person who has been awarded as the awarded Nobel Prize in 2014 for peace? He was a children activist. Yes, I'm getting answers. Come on. Wonderful. Go ahead. And to give you a clue, the Pakistani girl is none other than Yusuf Malala. She is a great inspiration for the women education across the globe. But along with Malala, an Indian, and that is, as Mohit and Jayant are telling, it is Kailash Satyarthi. He is a person, most of us remember the Pakistani lady, and she deserves respect. But we need to know an Indian. Kailash Satyarthi is a great children activist. 83,000 children who were under child labor, They were brought out of it and they were given the mainstream education because of one person, and that is Kailash Satyarthi. We need to know. And in the UNO, there is a part called WLO, World Labour Organization. They take suggestions before making any amendments to the working community from this person called Kailash Satyarthi. And he's considered as one of the messenger of peace to the whole world. So let's give a round of applause to the great person. Last question in this set. Which organization's slogan is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram? Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. I know it's a movie name, but I'm not asking you to name the movie. To give you all a clue, it's related to a television channel. It's related to a television channel, Entertainment 2, television entertainment channel. So, which organization, national organization slogan is Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram? Waiting for your answers. Let's see who I have given the clue already. Then it is very easy. Otherwise, it's a little difficult question. But yeah, I'm getting the answer. Saujanya giving the answer. Very good. Saujanya giving the answer as Doordarshan. Wonderful. Let's give a good clap to all those students who answered as Doordarshan, DD Chandana. Most of you may be thinking, entertainment channel. What kind of entertainment it has? Please watch it. You have academic programs, you have educational programs, you have cultural programs, you have spiritual programs, you have religious programs, you have entertainment programs, all kinds of programs with not much of pomp and hep, but different concept-based Doordarshan. Whenever you watch, and in Kannada, I don't know how many of you have watched Chandana, every day night from 9:30, there comes a quiz contest, which is a Guinness World Record, which is happening from past 14 years, which is that contest. Most of us in Karnataka would know that is That Anta Heli. And one side you get the knowledge, the other side, if you want to know or hear to beautiful Kannada, Karunadina Kannadavanna Savibeku, please watch that. But here, when I am visiting the engineers, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, one side is Doordarshan. I have come with one more objective. What does that mean? Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram are the names of three great entrepreneurs of the whole world. Three great CEOs of the whole world. Satyam is the CEO of Microsoft. Who is Satyam? CEO of Microsoft. Most of you would know. Yes? Waiting for the answer? Yes. Satyam is none other than Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, who is leading the top operating system company, and he is an Indian. Sundaram, we all know. But before that, Shivam. Shivam is Shiv Nadar, HCL CEO. Sundaram, everyone knows. Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. Recently, Twitter is also headed by Indian. IBM is headed by Indian. And out of the top 100 companies, more than 30 companies has Indian CEOs. That is the greatness of India today. We need to understand how many people are leading India from front in all aspects. And as you are going to be the future engineers, you may be interested in coding, hacking, or whatever. We want those students who can lead the whole world in technology. Take the Indian technology, but along with take some culture also. We all know Pepsi CEO was the Indian, that to women. We are leading from every angle. So in that sense, I request everyone to become such great entrepreneurs who can lead India from front in business field too. So the last set of questions is this. Who is called as the milkman of India? Who did white revolution in India? Quickly. Who did white revolution? Shweta Kranti in the Karitar Kannadalli. Halina Kranti, Shweta Kranti. So one person who did a great job in the field of dairy. So who is this? I'm waiting for your answers. And 50 years back, if you see India's condition in the production of milk, India was so poor in milk production that we didn't have enough milk to feed. Many students are telling Amul, but Amul is an organization name. I want the person name. Yes, few students are telling it as Verghese Kurian. Right answer. Verghese Kurian is the right answer. Who founded the organization Amul, the Taste of India in Gujarat, Anand. Because 50-55 years back, we didn't have enough milk to feed our children. And few even people mocked India, saying India cannot produce enough milk and their milk is also not nutritious. Taking inspiration from that, he came back to India, united the farmers and started this dairy product called Amul, the Taste of India. And it was the Flood India campaign with milk, flooding India through milk. And because of his efforts, one man, India, today, please go and see in the global context, India stands number one in producing milk to the whole world. India stands number one in the whole world. That's the pride of India. That's why I always say, the students, become mad, become mad, become mad. Mad andre huchiragi intalla. Mad means make a difference to the country. You can make a difference. One person can make a difference, and let that one person be you yourself. So we want such great people. So let's clap for the great person, Varghese Kurian. Second, name the leading women freedom fighter of 1857. 1857, we all know, which is called as the first war of Indian independence, witnessed many people who sacrificed their life for the country. Who is the leading women freedom fighter of 1857? So I'm waiting for your answers. Waiting for your answers. Because we need to remember the people who have sacrificed their lives for our freedom. And our freedom is not, has not got simply, it is because of the sacrifice of lakhs and lakhs of people. Yes, I'm getting answers. Jhansi Rani. Jhansi Rani ka naam? Yes. Other person is telling Lakshmi Bai. Very good. Come on, come on. Any other? Let's give a good clap to those students who told Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai as the answer. Let's give a good clap. Super. Now, if I ask you, mention any 5 freedom fighters, you will say Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Lal, Bal, Pal, Lal Bahadur Shastri, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, Subhash Chandra Bose, and Sangolli Rayana. Keep on mentioning. But how about women? How about women? Do we at least remember Rani Abbakka, Rani Channamma, Keladi Channamma, Ahalya Bai Holkar, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Durgavati, Sarojini Naidu? How many people have sacrificed their life? Do we at least remember their names? Always we think, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೌಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೋತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. We knew how to manage, our women knew how to manage the kitchen and as well as the warfare. They knew how to balance both. And Rani Lakshmi Bai was so valorous in handling swords in both the hands while riding the horse. That's the greatness. Probably we all would have watched the movie also, Manikarnika, how valorous she was. And more than that, if there is any country which treats women as mother and which treats women as God, that is India alone. Even the country that we belong to, we call it as Bharat Mata. The divine water, we call it as Ganga Mata. The divine book, that we call it as Gita Mata. The divine animal, we call it as Go Mata. Everything we consider it as Mata. But today, what's happening? Eve teasing on women, harassing women, rape against women. What's happening? Is this the country we belong to? We can construct many buildings and we can become yet another Singapore. We can have a great defense force and we can become yet another America. But if we don't respect our culture, if we don't respect our women, we will not be Indians. We will not be Indians. So the preservation of culture starts from honoring women. So let us, as men, let us learn to respect women. Whatever extra strength we have, physical strength if we have, let us use that to protect women. Many girls are telling, thank you sir, thank you for supporting us. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ, ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ಗೆ. Women, you need to understand now. For Indian women, there is a great role models in front of us. Whenever you come out of your home, if you find some injustice happening, be like Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, fighting against them. When you go inside your home, treat your dearest and nearest ones like Krishna, as Yashoda did. Our girls do exactly, they have the same role model, but they do otherwise. Inside home, they are like Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, fighting with the parents for everything. But outside, sensitive dolls. Can't do anything. You need to learn self-defense techniques, my friends. You need to learn self-defense techniques, not just to defend yourself, to defend others also who are in crisis and victimized. So let us thank all the women, mothers, parents, friends, sisters who have made us proud, and for whatever we are, let's thank them. Let's give a round of applause to all of them. Now, name the only satellite launch center in India. Very easy question for engineering students. Name the only satellite launch center in India. I want you to mention the place, not the organization. From which place all the satellites will be launched. Quickly. Come on, fast. Come on, fast. I'm waiting for the answers. Exactly. Yes, correct. The organization ISRO. The whole world is looking at ISRO for many reasons that India has accomplished in the recent past. And the place, as most of you are telling, it is none other than Sriharikota. Sriharikota near Visakhapatnam. The whole world is looking at whoever has answered as Sriharikota. Mark yourself 10 points. Let's clap for all of them. Satish Dhawan in Satish Dhawan Memorial, not Memorial, Satish Dhawan Center. in Sriharikota. The speciality is in the whole world, only 4 countries did Chandrayaan. India became the 5th one and we succeeded. Not just that, India became the first country to try to go to the southern pole of moon. Chandrayaan 2. Only India has tried it, 95% success rate. No other country has done. That is the India speciality. 4 countries could do Mangalyaan after multiple attempts. India became the 5th one, but not with the multiple attempts. India is the only country which succeeded in the first attempt. No other country has done. That is the greatness of India. And our Prime Minister told it in a beautiful way when he came to Bangalore for that Mangalyaan mission. After the successful launch, he said, in Bangalore, if you're traveling in auto, 1 kilometer in auto costs you 13 rupees at that time. We, our Indian scientists, are so intelligent. We sent satellites to Mars by spending 6 rupees 70 paisa per kilometer. Even your English movie Gravity, how much ever money was spent on the movie release production, 75% of that was used for Mars mission. That is the intelligence of Indian scientists. Not just that. Till 3.5-4 years back, Russia was telling we are highest. We are highest in space launching because we have sent 37 satellites at a time. No other country can beat us. India told we will beat the record. We will beat the record. And they had launched 37 satellites at a time. We told we will break the record not by sending 40 or 50. Does anyone know how many satellites we launched at a time? At a time? Yes, correct. 104 satellites at a time was launched successfully. People from USA, Canada, Sri Lanka, and the country who ruled us for 200 years, they came to us begging, will you launch our satellite? We told, yes, send it. They sent it, and we launched 104 satellites in a span of 42 minutes. No other country has done till date. India alone has done. That is the greatness of India. We need to understand. If anyone of you are dreaming of joining ISRO as the destination for you, that's a great place. And last point I want to mention about this is, I think we all know in 2014, terrorist attack happened in Kashmir side, and in Naya Hindustan, we didn't keep quiet. We retaliated with a surgical strike and killed all the terrorists. And we also released a movie. What is that movie? Uri. Yes, Uri. And it became a blockbuster. Pakistan people felt very bad because Indians destroyed their terrorists. One side. And the second side, they have released a movie called Uri and it's a blockbuster. Pakistan or Uri hatkotu. What they did? February 14th, 2019, Pulwama attack. 44 soldiers were massacred in a single place with a bomb blast. Pakistan told, what will you do now? What will you do now? Before even the army took some measures, Air Force asked, will you give us one opportunity for us? That time, Air Force took the initiative. The 13th day after the massacre happened, February 27th, Indian Air Force went with its forces. In a single night, 280 plus terrorists were killed in the terrorist camps, and everything was neutralized and told the whole world, "Ye Naya Hindustan hai, ye Naya Hindustan hai." After these two things, ISRO people, they asked, will you give us one opportunity? What? You all did the surgical strike and air strike after the terror attack happened. We from ISRO will be ready even before. And ISRO launched the satellite called Mission Shakti. And from that, that Mission Shakti satellite will be sensing the border areas of POK and COK, China occupied Kashmir, and POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And if it senses something wrong happening around the borders, if our army chief sends a message from sitting here, from satellite, we can do surgical strike. That is the greatness of Indian ISRO, Indian defense. Because of the DRDO and ISRO, India has become so strong now. Let's clap for all the scientists who have made us proud. Let's give a good clap to all of them. And the last question in the quiz, Namaste India, is which organization's slogan is Atulya Bharat? Atulya Bharat in English is Incredible India. Incredible India. Which organization? Which national organization, government organization says Incredible India? So we all should be knowing. Wing Commander Abhinandan was also a part of the airstrike. True? So, true. Go ahead for the answer. Atulya Bharat, Incredible India. Who told this? Which organization's slogan is this? Come on. I'm waiting for your answers. Last question. We'll conclude in a few minutes. Come on, fast. Any answer? Tourism. Okay. Tourism. Yes. Let's give a good clap to all the students who answered tourism, but it's it should be very specific. It's Indian Tourism Corporation or Ministry of Tourism. But otherwise, it's fine. Let's give a good clap to all those students who have made India, who have made India so beautiful. Indian tourism. If I ask you, what is your dream? Most of you will tell, sir, my dream is to tour the whole world, sir. Tour the world. But before that, tour India first. Tour India first, because the whole world can be condensed in India itself. If you want to feel the Switzerland climate, go to Kashmir, Kaziara Island, which is called as the Switzerland of India. The same climate which you find in Switzerland, you can experience in India, Kaziara Island. If you want to see Sahara Desert in Africa, where do you have to go? Yes, Thar Desert in Rajasthan. If you want heavy rainfall, where do you have to go? Mausinram, Meghalaya. If you want heavy heat, Chennai. You need not go for bath also. Always it's humidity. If you want aramse, comfortable, cool, wonderful temperature, where? The place you are staying, Mysore. Where you can see all kinds of climate. Even just 50 kilometers from Mysore, you have a place called Himad Gopal Swami Betta. If you have not visited, please visit. Where you will see all 3 seasons in just 2 and 3 hours. You can experience all of them. You go and ask the whole world how many seasons they have. They will tell, any country will tell they have only 2 or 3 seasons. 2 seasons basically. It's either winter and rainy or sunny and rainy. But in the whole world, if there is any country which has 6 seasons, Shad Rutugaliranta Desha, that is India. Many a times, my younger generation say, why am I born in this country? Why am I born in this country? I say, because of the punya you have done in the previous Janma, you're born in such a great country called Bharat, the Vedic civilization, the culture you have, the tradition you have, the spirituality you have, and a bigger purpose of life is unfolded in front of you. If you don't use it, it's your loss. So the whole quiz revolved around this concept called walk with pride. Walk with pride. Because whenever you're asked from which country you are, don't tell it with shyness. Tell it with proudness. Roar like a lion. I'm proud to call myself an Indian. My ancestors have given so much in all fields before. Now I am ready to contribute my bit in whatever field I chose. So now, after going through the whole quiz, last question to all of you, which is an MCQ, multiple choice question, very easy. The question is, what can you do for this country? What can you do for this country? After going through the quiz, most of us, I know, your patriotism is doubled, tripled, or 1,000-fold increased. What can you do for this country? Option one, if time demands, be ready to sacrifice your life for the country. Can you? Can you sacrifice your life for the country? Yes, most of you are telling yes. But I know few students are telling JCE college has called us for an induction program and they're asking us to die. That's the great sacrifice. That's one of the greatest sacrifices you can do it for the country. But everyone will not get that opportunity. Option one, die for the country. If you can't die for the country, option two, live for the country. Make in India, make for India, be Indian, buy Indian, everything for India's progress. Can you do it? Each and every action of us should be reflected to bring honor to our country, not to bring defame to our country. Can we do? Can we live for India? Can we live for India? Most of you are telling yes. Yes, I can see. Most of you are telling yes and you're feeling yes. At least let me not die for the country. I can live for the country. That's quite easy. Fine. But I know few students are thinking, sir, I want to settle in abroad, US, UK, Germany, Switzerland. What should I do? Option three. Go to different countries. Go as cultural ambassadors of India. Spread the culture of India. Yoga, Ayurveda, spirituality, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, family system. You go and ask the Western people, what is joint family? You will be wondered to know. They will say husband and wife staying together is joint family. That too, they don't know third wife or fourth husband. This is the family system that they have. But India can practice and preach what is family, how to connect, how to have that interconnectedness with people. For us Indians, interpersonal skills is not a skill, it's a value that we have ingrained from our family system. Let's live in family, understand the culture, and spread the culture of India. So spread the culture. If you can't die for the country, if you can't live for the country, if you can't be a cultural ambassador of the country, at least do the fourth option. I beg you. Don't blame India. Don't blame Bharat Mata. If there is anything wrong, definitely there are many things that are wrong in our country. If there is anything wrong in our mother, we will not keep on blaming her. We will become those doctors who treat her, nurse her. So in that sense, let us all become those doctors who treat Bharat Mata. Let us all become those engineers, not just your computer engineer or electronics engineer. Let us become the social engineers who can work for the betterment of this country, re-engineer our Bharat to the old glories and bring back the old lost glory to Bharat Mata. So in that sense, let us conclude. Let us conclude with, let me see how much of patriotism you have. I'll tell Bolo Bharat Mata ki. From wherever you are sitting, you shout Jai so that the vibration of Jaikara, let it be reverberated in your place, and type Jai in the chat log also. So now I'll say, let your patriotism reflect in your voice and chat. Bolo Bharat Mata ki Jai. Once again, for many things you do once more. Why not for this? So, Bolo Bharat Mata ki Jai. Thank you. Thank you so much. All of you. It was wonderful. Interacting with all of you was a great learning experience for me, and hope you all have liked the session and you have got some message for life where what India is, what Indian tradition is, heritage is, contribution is, what our past is. Now you know the present, and the future is in your hands. Future is in your hands. So with that, let me conclude the session. Before concluding, I would like to, from my side as well as my coordinator Sneha Madam, we both would like to thank the management of SJCE College, principal, faculty members, technical team, all of them for giving us an opportunity to interact with all of you. But more than all of this, I would like to thank all of you, not for patient listening, but for enthusiastic participation and interaction you all had with us. It was a great interaction. So 2 sessions we had. One was on self-awareness, where we came to know about ourselves. The second was Namaste India Quiz, where we came to know about our country and culture. So let us know more about ourselves. Let us know more about our country and culture. Let us spread the goodness around and bring laurels to the country. Thank you. Thank you very much. So it is 1:50. We have concluded. Thank you. I request the college faculty members to take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Hope you all have enjoyed the session.
Yeah, we have enjoyed. Even our students also enjoyed the session.
Is there anyone from the college to conclude the session?
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸರ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡಿ.
Hello, sir. Hello. Okay, sir, I'm just going to conclude the session.
Thank you all.
So we and our
We
students
will be exiting from the Google Meet. Enjoyed the whole journey today. Thank you.
So we enjoyed both the sessions. So both the sessions were interesting, inspiring, and very interactive. So I hope that our students will enjoy these sessions with lot of zeal and interest. So both were deliver the content in a meaningful way by taking lot of examples.
ಮನೀಷಾ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಳಗಡೆದು ರೆಡ್ ಈ ಕಡೆದು ಅದಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ರೆಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಂ ಇದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ನಾವು ಎಸ್.
Hello.
ಸರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಬಿಡಿ.
Okay.
ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ.
Okay, sir. No problem. So we are all enjoy the sessions. So both the sessions were interesting, inspiring, interactive. So really our students enjoyed with lot of interest, and both the speakers delivered the content in a meaningful way by taking lot of examples like Arunima Shinna and Aryabhatta and many more. And also you have conducted a quiz for educating our students. In addition to that, so you had mentioned patriotism to inspire our students. I hope that our students will take up the responsibilities on their own shoulders to make our country proud in coming days. So before closing the sessions, I would like to express our thanks to both of them on behalf of management and faculty members. and also requesting our speakers to continue the same support in the coming days. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you very much, madam.
ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು.
ಅದೇ
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಲ?
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಎರಡು.
ನಮ್ಮದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ನಿಮ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾಂ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು.
ಹಾಂ,
ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ
ಹಾಂ,
ಇದು ಅಂತ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ. ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರೇ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆನೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್